One.
Okay, we are live. What's going on, guys? Back with day 3 of the NFL draft. We'll be streaming our reactions to rounds 4 and rounds 5. Bears have pick number 109, and then what's the other pick? 148
Yeah,
or
148.
okay, yeah. So joined by Steven and Nick again. Appreciate you guys being on the stream again, but Bears pick is about to be it's like five picks away at this point. So we'll see what happens. What are you guys thinking for pick 109? Start with Nick.
Gosh, there's a lot of guys that I like. So honestly, I want them to trade down.
Oh,
They took Bishal Tuna.
I'm okay with it. Like
Jack
he's
Brazil.
fast, but there's a ton of backs that I like. And so honestly, I have 7 other backs that I like. So
7. Wow.
yeah. So we'll get through that at some point. So if that's the case, wait till round 5 or trade back. I mean, Jack Sawyer is still there. Braden Swinson's more of like a pass rusher D end, but he's there. There's some good interior O linemen. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay trading back.
Good morning, Celeste.
Good morning.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get a guy even in round 6, I mean, we don't have a round 6 pick, but like if you mentioned, if you trade back, maybe get another 5th round pick or even a 6th round pick, you could get a running back there, and that could still be a contributor.
Yes.
In part of this day, like when you trade down now, you get like 2-3 picks because like it's like picks like people don't really care about as much, so you can really accumulate a bunch of picks.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so I want to run back too. Yeah, I want to.
Did Shadur Sanders get taken in the picks I missed, or
nope? He's still out there.
Nope, he's still out there.
Did you see what Tom Pelissero said about him this morning? Like why he's falling?
No.
So Dion said during the draft process that he was gonna pull like an Eli if he goes to a team that he doesn't want to go to.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
Teams off the wrong way. And just like the whole like he criticized his offensive lineman back in college. He criticized like a teammate that transferred. So I mean it makes sense why teams don't like that. And he's I don't know, not elite prospect.
I think that was well documented. Yeah, even before the draft actually took place. Yeah, I think he made no bones about that too.
Yeah. Chirac, Bobby, we do have a pick in round 4, 109. It's about to come up.
Yeah. like going through the list of like other guys that I like. I mean, there's a Billy Bowman.
Yeah.
He's smaller, shorter arms, but he's a rangy safety. So if they wanted there, linebackers, Danny Stuntsman is probably my favorite one. Chris Paul Jr. would be like maybe a 5th or a 7th, but I know people are talking about like Cam Scadaboo, you know about him, like crazy good contact balance, effort, power guy, actually a better receiver than he gets credit for. He's just not very fast. Damian Martinez is a big back, was at Oregon State, transferred to Miami. Power, I think pretty good vision. He's an interesting guy because his first half of the season, he was not very good or efficient. And I think he lost some weight actually and like figured out what Miami, as you know, Rashad, right? Miami's all about. And then the last part of the season really got going there. Devin Neal at Kansas, I like him quite a bit. And Taj Brooks. So those are like the power guys. And then Dylan Sampson is probably the best runner still available, honestly, out of Tennessee. He's 20. He's smaller but athletic. You mentioned Tootin just got picked, but you have Brashard Smith as well, converted receiver to running back from SMU. And then I like Jordan James out of Oregon. He's just like a solid all-around, not flashy, but there's a lot of good running backs, y'all.
And do you think any of these guys could be starters right away, like RB1 on this team, or are they more like rotational guys?
I think at this point, they're rotational guys. I think that no one was going to supplant, Swift unless it was what? Genty. I mean, like I if you drafted Judkins, I still think they would rotate. You know what I mean? So,
sure. Oh, Cam Scadabo just got taken too by the Giants.
There we go.
A run on running backs right now. Yeah. Still a lot of guys available.
I think the Bears are probably going to be forced to make a move here. You got Tootin gone, now Scadaboo gone. So
we're good.
You got to find out. I mean, Devin Neal, maybe. That's the guy that I'm kind of interested in.
Sampson and Martinez would be my top 2.
Yeah. think our Twitter stream just crashed right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still-
yeah, the YouTube channel. Yeah.
It was still live.
You want to try and you want to try and I don't know, remove and put it up again.
Well, it
They're
says
trying. Yeah, they're attempting. They say that they're attempting
remove
or
this
something.
destination. Okay, I'm gonna remove then re-add it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Delete it on X.
Scalaboo.
Error occurred. Okay.
I have 4 windows up right now. I'm double screened. I have 4 up right now.
What? ESPN, ABC, NFL Network.
No, only one is draft coverage. I have draft coverage.
Yeah.
I have enough of it where I can see people if they comment and things like maybe they want to talk about for our stream.
Yeah.
Stream. So
Okay.
like it's the most I can
Uh-huh.
look at the camera. Then over here I've got like my scouting reports and Twitter and all that stuff.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Bears need a running back, and then what else? What do you think? I apologize there, Nick. What do you think?
No, you're good. You're
Running
DN
back.
safety, linebacker, interior line, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, Twitter's having an issue. It's not letting people go live right now, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit.
Okay. Look like yeah.
I see it up right now though.
They're
Actually.
crashing.
Oh, you still see it up?
Yep, I see it up.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna click go live, and then I'm gonna also click mine go live. Let's do it again. Ready to go live again.
Yeah, it's not working. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. A moment to try again. I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi issue or something. I have no idea, or just people crashing in.
I don't think it's Wi-Fi because YouTube is working. It's just.
I mean, you wouldn't think
Okay.
it'd be day 3 is getting more, live streams than day 1 or day 2. So
potentially, yeah.
Could be.
I know, Phil's supposed to join us soon, but he's not going to day 3 anymore in Green Bay because he's had enough of Green Bay. It's been cold weather outside too the entire time, so
Okay.
well, I mean,
you I apologize there.
No. Go ahead, Steven.
Oh, okay. I think live stream is back. Live stream is.
Is it back? I still don't see it.
Yeah, I was able to go click the go live button, and it's check mark. And Phil's here.
Oh, Phil's here. Okay. Hey, Phil.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Not much. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I think I'm actually going to be able to use my computer. I forgot that I could use my gaming headset. That's why I'm on this shitty phone right now.
You see any picks that were just made?
What's that?
You see any of the picks that were just made before the Bears pick?
No.
Yeah, Craig Woodson just went.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and also a lot of the running backs just went. So Cam Scadabo's gone, Tuden is gone. Yeah.
All right, well, get ready for DeAndre Swift, y'all.
Running back.
Roshan Johnson season?
Who's the guy that we had on Hard Knocks? What was his name? Like the UDFA?
Ian Wheeler.
Yeah. Ian Wheeler, yeah.
Wheeler.
Give him a chance at this point.
I can't remember who said it. Someone said that, like, don't worry, guys. Ian Wheeler is here.
Ian Wheeler.
Or get ready to learn Ian Wheeler or something like that on the social.
We're 3 picks away right now.
Oh, yeah. It's probably on Twitter.
Yeah, 107, 108, 109. Yeah.
Twitter's way ahead.
I'm going to join on my computer, boys.
Okay.
Someone said Cam Scadabu getting drafted before Shador Sanders was not on my bingo card.
Is Shador going to be the Bears pick at this point if we're really going best player available?
No, I don't want that distraction.
No. I think it would be Pittsburgh, Dallas, or or God forbid, he might go undrafted at this point.
Then you really have his choice between any team.
Or would anybody sign?
XFL.
Well, it has to be a team that's approved.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Man,
someone
this
in
is-
the comments. Someone in the comments talked about Dylan Sampson. I really like Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson's a smaller guy. He's 20. Tennessee has a really interesting offense. It's very spread, but then it's really condensed inside running game. And he's more of an athletic guy that you're making run between the tackles quite a bit, but he runs hard. So to me, I think he would be a really good complement type. And I like Jordan James as well. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of backs I like, y'all. Like I'm not worried about some of these guys going.
Yeah.
Is that the reincarnation of James Jordan?
We don't need a running back right now when we have Ian Wheeler. Facts.
Jack Kaiser just went.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, Jack's.
Raiders pick is coming up. I wonder if that's going to be a quarterback.
They could go Shador.
They could go Ewers too. Quinn Ewers, he's still on the board.
You imagine going Ewers over Shador?
At this point, anything is
At
possible.
this point, I think it's possible. Yeah. Yep.
At this point, I just want Shador picked so we can stop talking about it.
Yes, for the love of God. They're going to
What
talk
if
about it.
Riley
all week.
Leonard gets picked before Shador?
Oh,
You know what?
Nick,
Connor
are you
Bazelak.
familiar with Phil Maffa of Clemson?
Phil Maffa, very, very strong back.
Yeah.
Between the tackles, I just like some of the other guys that are power backs over him right now.
GTA 5 releases before Santa's pick.
That's a goated comment. That is a goated comment. Whoever that is should tweet that immediately.
Yeah, who did Caleb Johnson go to? He went to Pittsburgh last night in the third round.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Hey Phil, why don't you give us a rundown of what it was like in Green Bay and being at the draft, man?
I mean, okay, it was a lot of fun. It was a great experience for me personally, but like Green Bay should never have a draft again. They were not logistically set up to have 200,000 people there. It was a madhouse, and they were raking people for parking. With that being said, I
saw
really
there
cool
was
fans.
a house selling for 160 or something like that in their parking.
Yep.
lot.
Yep. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, everywhere close to the Lambeau. We had to walk from over a mile away, and it was still $50. So,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Pick is in. Bears are on the clock.
let's go. Bear down.
Twitter's
Ready.
Okay.
way ahead of.
Oh,
I'm
did you
not going
already
to get on
Unfortunately.
Twitter then.
I haven't seen the Bears pick yet, but they're just way ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
should
the
we
Raiders
shut it
pick
down?
is in.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's shut it down. Let's shut it down.
I'm turning off Twitter. Or
Yeah.
I'm not looking.
Not look at the stream anymore either.
Yeah, can't look at the stream. We'll go again. Who knows? You guys will get the pick before me, knowing how the internet's work right now.
You can mute the stream again if you want to give your live.
I'm good. I don't care. Whatever.
It's safe.
Just say the pick whenever you guys see it. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm watching it on ABC channel ABC 7 locally.
Have they announced the Raiders pick yet? Have you guys seen that?
The Raiders? They just made their selection.
Who is it?
I didn't hear.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, I didn't hear it. I didn't see. Oh no, they're not even showing. Oh, Dante Thornton Jr.,
yeah.
the wide receiver of Tennessee.
Wow. I mean, that is a Raiders pick. A big guy that's super fast, runs a 4.3.
Yeah.
Right.
Raiders gonna Raider.
Got 20.
Raiders gonna Raider.
I think
Braden
a
Swinson is
20
still on the board for
yard.
the Bears.
I've heard Swinson butts heads with coaches. That's why he's fallen a little bit. So that'll be
In round 4, I'd be really fine with
Yeah,
taking
maybe.
that risk.
Right. Okay, so here's the Bears pick.
We have the coaching staff in place to kind of mentor those players. I feel like more opposed to last year, where Eberflus was just letting guys do whatever. But
Take Jack Sawyer.
whenever was Velus Jones at Tennessee? Do you remember?
Yeah, he went to USC and then Tennessee. I
Yeah, but
remember.
no, what number was he when he played at Tennessee? Was he number 1?
we traded the pick. Trade alert.
Whoa.
Oh, the Bears traded
Again.
that pick.
Nick gets his wish.
Buffalo again.
A Buffalo again? What the Buffalo a second time?
Here we go.
Okay, so they're trading back, putting back further again.
Good.
I kinda like it.
Good.
They're probably
Kinda like
getting
it.
Not only if they would have listened to me yesterday and taken Mike Green, but anyways, we'll let it go. Okay.
Dude,
we
I
got-
was dying for that, Nick. Dying for it.
Hey Justin, appreciate the donation. Green Bay is doing big things between the draft and getting their first Walmart. Shout out Green Bay.
Oh, that's a
Wait,
good. That's a
Green Bay
good.
don't have a Walmart?
I think he's kidding, right? Or I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
wouldn't surprise me. I'll leave my more profane comments alone for today.
Oh, you can say whatever, man. I don't care. It's,
I know.
yeah.
I feel like I've been real spicy lately, but yeah, I mean, fuck Green Bay. We'll just go with that. It was a great time at the draft, though. Davey's gonna put up what he did in that
Ooh.
quarterback drill that they had there, and he
A
killed
4
it.
and a 5 is the trade.
Oh yeah, give me that.
Oh, okay. 4.
I'm 100% good
So
with
we
that.
get
That's a
the
good
4
trade.
and a 5. Nice.
I mean, they got 132. They fall back a ways though. 132 and 169, I think.
Yep.
Nice.
So what's interesting though is they're going to pick 130. Wait, is that right? No, it should be 132. Yeah, so 132, and then they have 148, and then they have their other fifth now.
170 something.
Yeah,
Okay.
160 or 170 or 170. They have a lot of picks back there.
Okay. It's an old joke about backwards little towns. Okay, thanks, Justin.
I mean, it's very backwards, man. Like,
the pick the Raiders made. Do you guys see the Raiders pick?
Yeah, Dante Thornton, right?
I have a different one down. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Really?
I have Dante Thornton.
Oh,
for the
never mind.
Raiders.
Thornton. Okay, I'm wrong. Never mind.
So who did the
The
Buffalo
Bills
Bills?
I have a tab open. I was doing the PFF mock simulator. It had Dylan Sampson there. I was like, what?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of
got
that.
it.
Okay. The Bills and the Bears are having a great
Dion
romance, yeah.
Walker.
Alan Walker. Wow.
Oh, okay.
So he's
the
the
big
Bills and
boy.
the Bears have also had a trade with
Bills
the
have been
what was
aggressive.
it, the Ryan Bates last year as well. So they have a lot of history now between the Bears and the Bills.
Hey,
I
you know,
love
you know
getting-
who's not happy in Buffalo right now? James Cook. Maybe they'll just have a trade later and they'll give us James Cook.
let's go. I would love that. Love that.
You know, Nick. I really like the Dion Walker coming in, but man, he really fallen off a cliff. You know.
Yes. Yep.
So sorry, when's
So
the
who-
Bears next pick then? So 130? 130 something?
So it's going to be 132.
Okay.
Okay. Man, if Dion Walker came out a year early, he would have been a top 10 pick. I would imagine.
Wow.
So now the Bears picks are 132, 148, 169, 233.
God damn, Bills. God damn.
Okay.
Wow, the Bills draft looks so loaded right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who do they got?
Well, they got Hairston, TJ Sanders, and then the Landon Jackson, the guy who you like with the Bears third
Yep.
round. And then
I like
just
Landon
took,
Jackson.
Dion Walker. So that's all defense right now.
I mean, they're trying to
You
stop.
gotta stop
Kansas
Patton
City.
Mahomes. Yep.
I wonder if the Bears traded back because Scatterbo and Tudor were gone. Like similarly
Again.
back from Trevion Henderson getting taken a pick ahead of them. Could be
Yeah.
a possibility.
Right.
I'm
We'll
want
see.
to trade back in general.
So there's lots of guys there, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I know there are a couple of running backs that are actually rumored to be on the market. Like Seattle wants to move on from either Zach Charbonnet or David Walker.
Right.
David Walker, Texas Ranger?
or Brees Hall. Yep. Two.
Guys, give me a
Right,
second.
right.
I'm not going to pick up my Uber Eats order. I'll be back.
Oh, you got some
Okay.
snacks.
Okay.
Got some
Good luck.
I need
You
some
get some
coffee.
for me? What the hell?
Yeah, man. I need
Nice.
some. Send me your address. I'll get you some. All right, BRB.
Big bet.
Right.
I honestly don't
Nick, would
think
you
we
even
need a
consider
running back.
adding-
It's just that people want a running back. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like Swift had a pretty good year behind this offensive line.
I mean, he'll be better. I mean, it'll help definitely because I mean the O line is top 5 in the NFL right now, y'all. And then plus you added the second round pick to give you more support at tackle. He'll be better. He's just not super efficient. That's why I think we still got, I would hope like a power back is what you get, who's going to consistently get the 4, 5, 6 yards that's there. Unless we don't know, Ben Johnson really believes in Roschon Johnson, then maybe he gets more out of him. He was a 4th round pick 2 years ago. So,
right.
Yeah, I would like to actually. Like I said it earlier. It's hard for me to close the book on any of the players that have been here because they had such a bad staff. So, I would like to think that maybe Eric Bieniemy gets his hands on a guy like Roschon Johnson, and I mean Eric Bieniemy is a hard ass. He's a good coach. If there's something to be milked out of Roschon Johnson, he'll get it. So.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the one guy it feels like the door is shut on, but maybe you can't completely do it is Tyler Scott. Like, I don't think you take Luther Burden with any hopes that Tyler Scott is going to do anything. But I mean,
yeah, he's cut.
Yeah, I mean, but also he runs a 4-3.
I would also add Zach Pickens also pretty much on the Gonzo.
Yeah,
area.
That's true. The interesting thing is I don't know, we'll get more into it when Rashad gets back, but. What position does Shamar Turner play is something I've looked into a lot over the night and this morning so he added 30 pounds last offseason to get up to 290 to play D tackle. Well, we know, I mean, historically, Dennis Allen likes big DNs. If that trend stays, does he drop 15, 20 pounds? And now he's a big D end and he gets kicked out there. Because, I mean, if he stays at D tackle, we have a very, very busy room in there. And our DN3 is Booker, who's 240, 245 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think
that Turner had to? Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, Steven. I was going to say, do you think that that Gervon Dexter could be potentially the one that's moved out to the edge, like other people have talked about?
He's 310, so I don't think so. I know he thinned up a little bit, but he's still 310. Arian Smith, wide receiver, just got drafted, by the way. But the other thing too, and I don't know if you're going to say this, Steven, Shamar Turner has played D end. He's played D end. He's played both D end spots, both D tackle spots. He's played everywhere on the line. So this isn't like we're introducing a new position to him. He's already played it.
Fair enough.
And I was going to add that I think Turner had to move inside to accommodate Nick Scorton, who transferred from Purdue to let him play the edge position. So,
100%.
Yeah. I think I think he's like 6'3", 290 listed there. I could see him dropping down to maybe 275 or something like that.
And there's still other DNs that I like that are available, so we can talk through some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People also got to consider that usually after the draft, there's like cuts. There's usually some cuts, guys that get replaced. Not saying that there are going to be anybody that we're interested in, but sometimes you do see surprising ones. So
could happen.
Do I sound okay on this set, by the way?
I can hear you clear,
a little bit, but it's fine.
Thank you.
Absolutely. No problem. No problem.
I'm surprised. There's 3 receivers that have gotten picked, but Jalen Royals is still out there. I like Jalen Royals a lot as a receiver from Utah State.
You think we're going to take another receiver?
What's up?
Do you think we're going to take another receiver? Or do you think that's possible?
I don't, but if he's sitting there, it might just be like, what?
BPA.
I mean, Dane Brugler has him as his 7th ranked receiver as a 2nd/3rd round grade.
Wow.
So if he's sitting there,
I love that. Okay. CBS Sports has our top need as a cornerback. I mean, I beg to differ, but hey.
Corner or quarter?
Corner.
I think you need competition. Tyreek hasn't earned that job where he can't have any competition.
That's fair. I just don't know if it's our top need. I think safety and edge are higher for me anyway.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They put kicker up there too. Kicker is our 3rd biggest need. That's funny. Poor Cairo.
Oh man. Yeah, Cairo needs a Oh, Ty Robinson just went. Okay, that's a guy that I like. Run D tackle Nebraska.
He goes to the Eagles, of course.
Yep.
Of course, a D tackle to the Eagles. Color me shocked.
Well, let's see. There's still Joshua Farmer, Ty Hamilton, Nazir Stackhouse. Those are the guys who are still available for.
Oh, you're
Like a
going with the
D-
big guys over there, Steven, huh?
Oh yeah.
Stackhouse is huge, isn't he?
Isn't he like 350 pounds? He's like the biggest man that'll ever be drafted.
327.
No. That's the Florida guy. Like 400
Okay.
something. I'm very curious. I'm very curious.
Sorry,
to
it's my
see
bad.
If anybody's going to take a shot, no. But you're the absolute like 400 plus guy. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if anybody is even going to draft him.
Yeah, I don't think he gets drafted, but we'll see. Interesting. Yeah, the Eagles, they just keep going defenders and D-line. I talked about this this morning, and I think you comment on this, Phil, but it's interesting when you think of the makeup of the Bears. Like, they had a tight end in Cole Kmet, and then they still got Colston Loveland. They had two good receivers, and they still got Luther Burden. I mean, I know we always think of like, hey, this is going to be just like what Ben Johnson did in Detroit. But even if he got sniped with Trevion Henderson and Judkins, he could have went running back at 56 or 62. They still chose not to go running back there. So in my mind, they're not going to be run, play action, run, whatever. Like, they're going to be throw first offense.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be a run first offense. You can't have all of these weapons and be like, we're going to have some on the bench. We're just going to use them sporadically. Like, I think we're going to throw for like 4,500 yards this year.
Ooh,
I can see that,
love
yeah.
that. I mean, if that happens, Caleb can start building his statue if we throw for that many yards and it's all him. I would say that I think the difference is the quarterback, right? I think Ben knew that, like, he never would say it publicly, but he knew that Jared Goff wasn't going to win games. Like, you didn't want to drop back 40 times in a game and throw it with Jared Goff. You wanted to hand the ball off 25 and make it easier on him. I think that Caleb, he's much more inclined to be like, hey, Caleb, here's the ball. Go win the game. So we'll see. I hope that's what it is. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I like watching Smoke and Jay win games. So,
Rajab, I was saying that, I mean, it looks like with the decisions that they made yesterday, I know they probably got sniped on Trevion Henderson or Judkins, either one, but you can't go tight end and wide receiver with who we had in the tight end and wide receiver room and think this is a run first offense now.
Oh,
it's a pass first offense.
100%. I mean, I don't know, because like it was interesting in Detroit. They ran the football a lot, like it was almost 50-50, right? But they also had two running backs there that were really good.
Right.
And Johnson did say he's going to play to the strengths of the personnel he has here, not just remake the Lions offense. So I agree, it's going to be pass heavy. I mean, it was really pass heavy last year, but like this year, hopefully we actually have the playmakers and the offensive line to be productive as opposed to last year.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Stuntsman just went to the Saints.
There you go. There's one of my guys. Let's look at my list.
Big ass neck roll. Yeah, throwback player.
I love that. I wore that. I wore that when I was
Phil?
I did when I was in a middle linebacker at the end of my career. Yeah, man, because I was 5'7", so anything I could do to strike a little bit of fear in the other team's hearts. I was doing all.
How much like black like eye paint did you have? Face paint.
Oh man, as much as someone wanted to give me, I'd do all of the fucking swag, man. I mean, I would have the eye paint, I'd have the neck roll. I always taped up my ankles like I was a big ass fullback, like I would tape up my ankle to the bottom of my cleats. Under Armour, I had the whole fucking deal, man.
You didn't have one breathe red nasal strip. You had two of them. You were
actually I never used the nasal strip actually, but when I make my guys in like football games, yeah, dude, they have all of that. Shout out Andy, by the way. He's at the front row of the theater right now. That's NFL Outdated, who I was hanging out with yesterday. He's the man.
Oh wow,
nice.
Nice.
Justin, you made a comment of throw heavy. He's trained in the air raid. I'm actually certified in the air raid. And it's
is that how Mummy's
Yep.
air raid
Yep.
training?
Yeah, and it's not as complicated as you think. It's the difference is your receivers are making reads and adjusting their routes based on coverage, just like your quarterback makes reads. So it's not as many concepts as you think. It's just getting really good at those concepts. And honestly, the NFL receivers run option routes all the time. Like they're reading leverage, they're reading coverage, and the quarterback throws off of that. So yeah, I definitely could see it happening.
Feels like
I can see what
routes, Caleb and whatever receiver is throwing to, we're always like not on the same page.
Coaching.
Like last year, and that comes down to coaching. Like they didn't practice it probably good, and that showed up in the games.
Antoine Randall will get that shit squared away.
Did you see how hyped he was about Luther Burden?
I love it. I love it so much.
CJ West, Indiana.
Yeah, but again, like he's the same size as Turner.
Oh man,
yeah.
I like him as a player, but I just don't think it fits now.
Yeah.
So really, these are the guys you want taken.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some other guys fall.
So disappointed we haven't gotten a running back yet. There's still plenty of guys available on the board. We can get a good one in 4th round, 5th round at this point.
I was the one. I was like the only one yesterday saying this. I was like, I don't want to take a running back till 72 or later. So I'm living my dream right now, y'all.
Yeah, we did.
I was a fan of that too.
Exactly what Nick wanted. Traded back multiple times. We have
Love
8
it.
total picks of the draft this year now.
Do you think Poles is tuning into the stream and he's like, man, what does Nick want now?
Yeah.
Like,
he does have a
100%.
Twitter account. He said he had a Twitter account. He has a burner
I think
account.
he's kind of like in a cruise
videos.
mode right now, and let the scouts make the picks for themselves right now.
I hope he's seeing my
just rewarding for their hard work and like, hey, listen, you guys make your own picks now. Okay, we're just gonna sit and chill right now.
I feel like he's definitely trying to already plan ahead for when Declan Doyle moves on to be an offensive coordinator. I'm sorry, a head coach somewhere, because he's going to be the next Ben Johnson, right? So Nick, he's scouting you out, man. That's what's happening.
Dude, that'd be insane. But Rashad, he 100% has to have seen your hype videos. You're the only one that's made one about him. So he was talking about you
around, just like on the phone. Yeah, I think I'm the only one that's made.
Yeah, it's amazing though.
I hope I can like talk to him at some point. Maybe like a training camp or something. He always comes to training camp. I haven't got a chance to like get a picture with him or whatever yet, but I'm hoping to do that this year. We'll see if I get the chance.
That would be sweet.
I saw Ryan Pace back in like 2015. Didn't get a picture with him, but I said hi to him on the field and he said hi back.
That
was
cool.
like one of my craziest moments.
I love it.
When I was in high school, when camp was in Platteville, because I live here in Wisconsin, I had like one of those small like little tape recorders, and I recorded a conversation with R.I.P. Dick Duran.
Oh, damn.
And then I tried to talk to Jerry Angelo. So
that's awesome. Do you ever go to training camp, Nick?
I've only gone a couple times when it was in Bourbonnais, but it's so much further for me. But I mean, now with the Bear Report, I mean, maybe I'll be able to actually get credentialed and like get on the field or something, which would be cool.
For sure.
Super cool.
Kind of sucks because sometimes the media.
How do you feel about Jack Sawyer?
Go ahead, Steven.
Oh, I'm just saying, how do we feel about Jack Sawyer? Yeah.
I like it.
There you guys go.
BB, thanks for the donation.
I think he's a pass rush specialist right now. I think because he's got a shorter arm right now.
Yeah, but we were talking about the running backs. Yeah, it could be next pick, it could be 5th round, or even either of our 5th round picks at this point. It doesn't have to be the next pick. All of our picks are kind of close together now. So
if they don't pick a running back with either of these next 3 picks, because they're fairly close together, I will be shocked. And there's a lot of good players that are there. So like, I see another comment about DJ Giddens. I'm not as high on him. He gets injured a little bit. Right. He's very inconsistent, in my opinion. He's explosive. He's a flasher, but like I said, I didn't even mention him. And there's still 9 running backs that I liked. Like 3 have gotten picked, so there's like 6 left.
Yeah.
What do you think about maybe the Bears were trading for one of the guys out there? Like, as I was mentioning, David Walker, Zach Charbonnet, or God forbid, like Braylon Allen or somebody like that.
Yeah, I'd rather try and trade for
maybe
Brees
they
Hall.
might trade
Trevor Etienne.
Yeah, I was saying,
Yeah, Trevor
Oh,
Etienne just
that's
went to the Panthers.
Travis Etienne's. That's a Travis Etienne's
Mhm.
younger brother.
Yeah.
And
So
speaking
I'm a
of
fan.
Etienne, maybe Travis could be available as well. Nick, I apologize.
Yeah.
I see you got back. We were talking about the maybe the Bears could be looking to trade for one of the running backs, Walker, Charbonnet, Etienne, or even Brees Hall. Would
Yep.
any of them make sense for the Bears? Who makes sense for the Bears?
The one that makes the most sense to me is Brees Hall. Kenneth Walker is very like hit or miss, likes to bounce runs outside, or reminds me a little bit of Swift. Brees Hall is the most efficient. Now, again, he's come back from that knee, and I don't think he's as explosive as he used to be. And Charbonnet is more of the tough guy. So I wouldn't mind Charbonnet if you want that power guy to match. But to me, I think they would want to move Kenneth Walker because they're free agent after you have more contract years with Charbonnet. I saw Trevor Etienne here. He dropped a little bit. He was a big time recruit coming out. Travis's brothers, you guys mentioned. He had, I think, a DUI, which I think has dropped him a little bit. And he's a little undersized. He's, I think, like 198.
Okay. What do you guys think about potentially bringing on Chubb for like a 1-year deal just to see what happens? Because he's still available out there, and there was reports about the Bears potentially being interested before the NFL draft. I feel like if they don't draft a running back here, that could be a good like low risk option. He's not going to get more than 3-4 million probably for 1 year, maybe 5 million. But
I missed it. Who'd you say, Rashad?
Nick Chubb.
Oh yeah, I love that.
His knee is kind of destroyed.
I hope his health is. I hope.
Yeah, if the health is good,
clean.
But the health probably isn't good if he's still available. So,
1 year deal though. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, probably you're right. Rashad is probably pretty bad.
Well, I mean, at his age, like, who's gonna shell out big money for a 29-year-old running back or whatever? Like, just is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
So Honey McMahon here. I can never figure it out if like it's like that's the real person in the picture. If it's like a Jim McMahon's like whatever. Why like I can never figure that one out.
I think pretty sure that's her actually.
And is her name's Honey?
I don't know about that.
Okay, let's see.
I think that's her
curious.
Twitter handle. I think that's her Twitter handle for sure.
I just in my mind it's like Jim McMahon's like wife when he was like 85 Bears or something.
Hell yeah, swag man. I mean, we got the new punky QB now though.
Caleb's gonna go off this year. I'm pumped.
I'm so pumped, man.
Yeah, me too.
Cody Simon, linebacker, Ohio State.
The bar is set high, so I think literally there are no more excuses for Caleb not to play better. Yeah, so I take Martinez or Neal for running back. I feel edge is a bigger need right now. Yeah, I kind of agree. I know Nick has been saying, edge and a running back, and then he's been hyping Martinez and Neal. Martinez more of a power back, of course, and either one, I'd be very, very ecstatic if the Bears, get one. Yeah, absolutely.
Another trade just happened. The Dolphins traded the pick. To
Houston.
Houston's been aggressive today for the draft.
Yeah,
they have been.
I think the Cardinals is also having a very good pick.
Yeah, they're not bad. One thing that's interesting though, so Carolina just picked Trevor Etienne. What are they doing? So they
don't know.
They drafted Jonathan Brooks last year, round 2. He tore his ACL. I understand. They had Chuba Hubbard. They extended him. Then they signed Rico Dowdle, who had a good year last year with Dallas. And now they drafted Trevor Etienne with a 4th-round pick. Like, that's a lot of investment in running back that I think is maybe 2 investments too many.
They literally don't have any idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brooks maybe isn't healthy or whatever if they're still investing more in running back.
Wait, I don't think he's back this year, but like maybe the year after, but still like, I don't know. Well, some of those moves just don't go together for me, but
I don't get that either. I know they also had Miles Sanders at one point, and he never panned out.
Good point.
Yeah, it's funny how we thought Ryan Poles might trade up for a running back this year. Instead, he's not taking a running back in the top 4 rounds, and he's traded back multiple times. And I kind of like that approach better, honestly. I mean, I was a big Ashton Genty fan, but like long-term roster building,
Right.
maybe it would not have been the best move to trade a second-round pick to go up and get a running back, and then you're not going to have all these mid-round picks either.
Can I give you
Exactly.
a crazy out there strategy, guys?
Yeah.
Give
Okay.
it to me.
So they're not going running back, right? Maybe they'll get one like really late. But what if part of their plan is they're going to put Luther Burden in the backfield some?
I'd like that.
Wow.
As a
Very
receiver,
nuts.
running
see
some.
that.
He's 206. He's thick. He's a playmaker. Get the ball in his hands. Maybe that's part of their package. Now, not a ton of plays, but some plays where they go like, maybe 3 receivers, 2 tight ends, and one of the receivers is Burden, and then he runs with the ball.
Or DJ Moore even? I don't know. That's probably too much.
DJ Moore had a couple of rushes last year.
He did. That's why I
Yeah.
think about it. I was like, I mean, I like the idea of doing all of that. Like, you can move a lot of these guys all around the offense, and I love the versatility that we have. Ben Johnson's literally, he's like cooking like a mad scientist right now. You got to think. He's been up all night. He's been up all night thinking of Luther Borden plays, 100%.
If I was the OC for the Bears, I wouldn't have slept last night. I'd be so pumped.
If
He
he's
got
the
the
next
white
Ben
board
Johnson.
Like,
Right.
oh my gosh. I'm just trying to
So
think.
like
Like,
a Debo Samuel type of situation. I like that. Actually.
does this Bears offense have more talent than the Detroit Lions offense? Would you guys definitely not on the offensive line, but like in terms of playmakers, would you guys say it's more now, or you still think the Lions have more? They had better running backs for sure, but what's your opinions?
I think because of the quarterback, I'm going to go with the Bears, man.
That's fair.
I say it's pretty even. Because I think the Lions' offensive line is pretty stout and
It
better
is.
than the Bears have right now.
Yeah.
Okay, the
But
Texans
if the Bears'
just drafted-
offensive line comes together, it's pretty good.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I say it's 50-50. If the Bears' offensive line comes together in a hurry and then start putting up points, I think they're going to be just as good, in my opinion.
All right, sorry guys, I'm struggling here. So, the Dolphins traded 179 and a 3rd round pick next year for this pick and a 7th, and they took Woody Marks, who I like Woody Marks some, but Woody Marks plays running back, and running back is loaded right now, and they traded up. And I'm like, I don't think that, 1, you needed to. 2, why Woody Marks over like Dylan Sampson or any of the guys we're talking about? And 3, you have Joe Mixon. So why are you trading a 3rd round pick next year? You still got a solid running back. I don't know.
Mike
Wait,
McDaniels is
Texans,
off the rails, dude.
Texans, really?
The Texans took a running back here. Yeah.
Woody Marks. He's pretty old too. He's like 24, 25, soon to be 25 also. Yeah.
Yeah. Good memory,
I
Steven.
think
Yep,
he
24.
went to Mississippi State and then went to USC. So yeah, interesting.
I know. I don't see that one out as a good move.
No, you don't give up a day 2 pick and to move up into the 4th round to pick a running back if you're Houston. Hey man.
Right, day 2 next year, right? Right, day 2 next year.
Yep, 3rd rounder next year.
Wow,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
They really
insane.
think. I feel like they're really going all in this year. They're trying to really go all in on a Super Bowl, but we'll see if it works out for them.
I mean, trade away Tunsil and then doing this, like those things just don't align. Like you would have kept
That's fair.
your whole line together. I don't know.
That's fair.
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
Tunsil
That's fair.
trade. Why did they trade Tunsil? I still cannot wrap my head around that. It's supposed to be in win now mode, and their offensive line is significantly worse than last year now.
I know. It's weird. Another trade.
That's true.
What was that one? The Rams traded to?
I think Colts traded their pick to the Rams.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
Jarquez Hunter for the Rams.
Oh, okay. That's another
Okay.
running back. That's a bit undersized.
Running back run.
Yeah.
I'm okay on him. Smaller,
Oh.
quicker. Think of like Tootin,
Yeah.
but a little bit less explosion. But
Yeah.
Pretty
again, not one of-
surprised.
not one of my guys.
Is anyone surprised they didn't go with Shadur Sanders
Who, the Rams? Oh yeah, that
yeah.
could be a potential pick. At this point, Shadur is probably going round 6, round 7.
Undrafted free agent.
Maybe round 5. Yeah.
I kind of like Davey's idea. He was like, dude, the Bears should just take him and let him play the entire preseason. Let him play mop-up duty when we're whooping teams. Get his trade value up. And, I mean, you trade him for like a 2nd or 3rd round pick next year or something. It's not terrible. But you'd have to talk to Caleb and be like, buddy, it's not about you. You are not coming off the field for that guy.
Yeah.
What do you think of Ollie Gordon?
Big guy. He's not one of my guys. I mean, he's another bigger back. He's like 225, 230. To me, like, I just like the consistency I saw more from Damian Martinez and Devin Neal than Ollie Gordon. But again, another big guy, if that's the path you want to go. Just like we talked before about Phil Maffa, the back from Michigan, Mullings, I think. He's also
Mullings, yeah.
Yep. So there's quite a few.
Right. Gordon had a better tape on 2023 than 2024 for sure.
Yep. And then, like, if you want to go fast again, I saw someone mention like Jaden Blue, but Jaden Blue was just like a really good recruit that was never fully developed for me. I mean, he never even got 750 yards rushing in a single season in college. I'm surprised he declared, honestly.
Yeah, the Sanders idea isn't a crazy one. It sounds good on paper, but I still don't like. Sanders would have to do so much to be traded for a 2nd round pick or like a 3rd round pick. Like, these teams would take him in the 2nd or 3rd round if they actually believed in him. And they're not. They're passing on him for running backs, for linebackers, other positions that not nearly as valuable.
Well, to me, like, I think if it has a negative effect on Caleb Williams, you don't even want it in the room, the quarterback room. And to me, like, distraction. I should play. Deion.
You already got a distraction from Tyson Bagent's father, who keeps on reportedly dissing Caleb. Like, this would be 10 times more with Deion Sanders, another crazy father.
One of my guys just went Billy Bowman Jr., the safety.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If he was like 6 foot and above, I think he would have gone a little more higher, right?
Oh yeah. Well, and his arms are like, I think they're like 29 inch. Let me check. He has tiny arms, Billy. 29 and 1/8 inch arms.
I might have longer arms than that.
Yeah.
The Falcons are loading up on the secondary right now. You know, they took
all defense
yesterday, late last night. Yeah, all defense. I still have no idea why they traded away their next year's #1 pick just to move and pick James Pierce. That's a real head scratcher right there. You know.
Exactly. That was just what I was going to say, Steven. Like, you trade a future first for that guy and a 2nd.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. They're just going all in on edge though, because they haven't been.
I get it.
Problems the last couple of years, but it's a lot to trade.
That's true. That's a lot to trade for sure. Yeah.
I mean, like another move that I don't understand. So the Rams just took Jarquez Hunter, right, the running back. They took Blake Corum last year, and they still have Kyron Williams.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like you're 3 loaded now at running back. I mean, you could
trade
go
for Kyron Williams.
Okay.
Let's trade for Kyron.
Oh yeah, they still have Kyron Williams.
Yeah, Kyron's good, man.
He's a dog.
Well, it seems like the Rams like running back playing every other week because of injuries.
Yeah, maybe. Cincinnati took linebacker Barrett Carter.
Not gonna lie, I have no idea.
From Clemson.
He's okay. So I mean, really, like, Jack Sawyer's still out there. A lot of running backs I still like are still out there. A lot of O linemen. Like, if you wanted to pivot and you wanted to go Marcus Mabeau, you wanted to go. I like Jackson Slater a little bit later. Miles Frazier's good. He's powerful. Again, you talked about Braden Swinson, Rashad. I mean, he's out there still. Like, there's good talent, y'all.
Yeah, Swinson.
It is. This is where I think a lot of scouts make their money because of these guys. You know.
Yep.
This is where the scouts make their money.
Yeah. And day 3 too, y'all. Day 3 isn't as much about starters. Day 3 is like about the fits on the team. You know, rotational guys, but also special teams. Right. This is like, can they play on special teams? Can they get active on game day?
Yes, very much. Especially 5 through 7, like rounds 5 through 7. You really you really got to bring something other than, to the table other than what you do at your position.
Poles also hasn't had too many like day 3 hits yet, I believe. Besides Braxton Jones, that's the one major hit. But it kind of seems like
Tory Taylor, dude, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tory Taylor for sure. But like, I'm talking about like position. Okay,
I know,
that's a position that matters. I'm a big Tory Taylor fan, so yeah, how dare I say he's not a hit? But it's like
that's why I was giving you crap. I know you guys Jersey.
Yeah, 100%. But like, I feel like Ryan Pace, one area where like he was actually good was like the 4th to 5th, 6th round. But he was bad in the early rounds, so it's like I wonder when.
I'd rather have the opposite. I'd rather have Poles.
Yeah. You want to hit on your early picks.
Yeah, we couldn't get a first rounder right, man. Shane McClellan will live in my head forever, but at least he had that one hit on Rodgers. If you know, you know.
I know.
Corey Wooten had a great hit on Brett Favre. That's probably my favorite Bears sack of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Corey Wooten, shout out to you.
Gunnar Helm just went to the Titans.
It was a legal hit. No, I was to say it was a legal hit. I wanted to make that clear. That I think if you can root on a hit that takes somebody out as long as it was legal, and as long as like they're not seriously hurt, like their health and stuff. Brett Favre's a piece of crap. Oh, okay.
If you're not wearing the cowboy collar, then we can't cheer for it.
Fair. Okay. Hey, everybody, put on a cowboy collar immediately.
Bring back the 80s, baby.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Yeah, Gunnar Helms. I mean, honestly, like I like that because, again, helping out Cam Ward, giving him a weapon. Like Gunnar Helms, like not a high ceiling, but he's a high floor guy. Like he'll be dependable.
Right. He had a horrible workout at the Texas Pro Day because of the injury, unfortunately.
I don't know if they're going to last, but I like a lot of the edges that are left on the board.
There's a few.
I mean, Sawyer, Ivy, and Swinson. I don't know. It all depends on how Dennis Allen sees them, though.
Germany. Nice.
Oh, Germany. Oh, I was planning to go to Dusseldorf, Germany this summer. We changed it to Turkey instead.
Oh, okay. So Phil,
Dusseldorf's great. I'll say this.
Oh wait,
yeah. Wait, I'm gonna text my brother that.
I'm out on Jared Ivey. I know people. I've seen people mention him. So he's 6'5", 274. He ran a 5'1", 540.
Wow. That's
I think the RAS score was pretty bad too, right?
Right. His 10-yard split is 184, and I'm looking right now. That was the worst among every D end, and there's 44 listed in the Beast.
Oh my God.
I just don't know that.
Wasn't he the guy who was used more like a fullback or something, Nick? Wasn't he the guy who was used more like a fullback, Jared Ivey?
I can't remember.
Hey Nick, I just want to let you know that
Mississippi guy. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Ole Miss. Yep.
Sorry about that, guys. I was going to say, Nick, I had to let you know that David Walker just went.
I know, man. What did you mention Walker or was it the Virginia Tech guy, Antoine Powell Ryland?
I think so it might have been a different pod that I mentioned David Walker. I think that was with CNG, so that's my bad. I think I mentioned Antoine Powell Ryland. Yes, I did talk to you about Antoine Powell Ryland.
Okay.
Then you put him in a mock of yours.
I can't remember.
Guys, give me a second. I'll be back in 2 minutes. One sec.
I like Antoine Powell Ryland though. I just like that he produced. I'm a big production guy, man. Yeah, I really am. Like to me, that tells me
it was one of the two that you mentioned. I remember that one. Yeah. So I mean, also like an FCS guy got picked. Like I'm always cheering for those guys. You know what I mean? Like that's the coolest part of seeing the reaction videos. Cam Scadaboo got drafted, and he's just like in tears. You know what I mean? It's like this is a dream, man. Like
I
this
love
is the
that.
cool part.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Yeah.
IDQ Watcher just said Billy Bowman. He just got drafted within the last 5 picks.
Yeah, he's gone.
Carolina just took safety Latham Ransom. Ohio State. I see him as more of like a box safety. So I didn't really like him for Chicago, but safety is getting dried up real quick, y'all.
Yeah, I don't like safety in this draft anymore. If I'm
The
being quite
Packers
honest.
are on deck right now. Shedeur Sanders would be a good backup up there.
That would be hilarious.
Wow.
Please take him, Green Bay. I need you to have the circus. Please do it.
I mean, never complain
Pittsburgh
for
and
the
Green
quarterback.
Bay are back to back here, Ryan.
I want Pittsburgh should take him if they
Yeah,
have any
Pittsburgh
sense.
But part of it's
If
like
they're willing to sign Aaron Rodgers, like they're willing to invite the media circus anyway, so you might as well bring Sanders in, whatever.
if they do that and they get Sanders, they better be on one of the Hard Knoxes and just lean into it, all the attention.
Yeah, Tom, and then then you can have all the Pittsburgh Steelers fans calling for Tomlin's job in favor of Dion. It's gonna be great.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding. I love Tomlin. Love Tomlin.
Right.
Honestly, Shedeur could use a coach like him.
I do think Shedeur is talented. I mean, I hope that he can recover from this, but I think he needs to, mature a little bit. So it seems like.
Humble himself a little bit.
Mhm.
I really don't think he's going late because of talent. I think he's going late because of everything that comes with him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, I don't think he was a first round guy, but I thought he was definitely a day 2 guy.
Yeah.
So
Especially considering how many of these teams it's like you got a friggin' mummy at quarterback, guys. Like the Rams. It's like Matt Stafford ain't gonna play forever, y'all.
No.
What are you doing? LA? I mean, it seems box office to me.
Look how intense Ben Johnson is in that picture.
Dude, I love that man. I love him. I love him like he's my Uncle Ben. Ben.
His reactions when talking to players, how juiced up he is, his energy, it's like that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, man. He fires me up.
Yep. Antoine Randall L was pumped. Like, yeah.
The whole coaching staff, man. You think I imagine those two and then Al Harris there and Dennis Allen there and Eric Bieniemy and then even the quarterback JT. Why am I forgetting his last name?
Barrett.
JT Barrett. Sorry. It's gonna be awesome, man. Like it's such a loaded coaching staff. I haven't loved a coaching staff this much my whole life.
Max Sawyer just went to the Steelers.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, there we go.
Damn.
I'm just glad he
he's
went to
a
Green Bay.
Steelers
Green Bay
type of
can't take him
player.
right here.
He's a Steelers type of player.
What was that, Nick?
I'm glad that they took him because Green Bay's next, and now they can't take Jack Sawyer.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. Very, very fair. What do you think of Matthew Golden? Matthew Golden Shower.
I think it's a good fit in terms of they needed speed on that offense to make it work. I think he doesn't play up to his speed. I think that he's a wide receiver 2 dependable guy. I don't think that he's a superstar type guy. So honestly, like him and Luther Burden are like similar levels in terms of like what you can expect. Luther Burden might actually have a higher ceiling, but I think Golden has a little bit of a higher floor. So I don't mind the pick, but why did they get, and I like Savion Williams. They got Savion Williams in round 3. They got 2 receivers to go with that room. I know Romeo Dobbs is a free agent after the year. Christian Watson's a free agent after the year. I know that they've battled drops in that room, but also Matthew Golden and Savion Williams have drops. So like I'm just like, I don't get it.
This is
So
right
wait,
after
they don't have.
they had 6 number 1 receivers last year.
I was gonna say they don't have 8 wide receiver 1s. I was really worried that we were gonna be playing 8 wide receiver 1s, guys.
That was one of my favorite things to make fun of them about. They were so confident in those receivers, and then it just whoom.
Said all of them were better than DJ Moore.
Yeah.
You gotta be drunk.
Yeah.
I happened to write an article overnight about the how Josh Jacobs was trashing his own wide receivers in the off season, and now he's a happy guy because they got the Matthew Golden.
Well done,
How much were they saying the Bears still suck, Phil?
dude. All the time, we're living rent free, guys. I mean, there's to me, it felt like very defensive energy. Like they know that we're on the come up, and they're like, dude, we gotta get our licks in now while we can. So
How
It
was
was,
that Seth Rollins speech live?
oh my
being there?
God. I was so fired up. And I'm a huge wrestling guy. Like I was at WrestleMania 31 when he cashed in and won his first ever World Heavyweight Championship. So I live in the same town as him, Davenport, Iowa. So I have a very I feel very akin to Seth Rollins. Never met him, but I feel like he's my older brother. So I know he fired me up, dude. He's the best pick. That was the best pick announcement in NFL history, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I didn't
man,
know you were
he
a
took
Quad City guy.
a long time for that one.
Oh, he dragged it out, but he's a pro wrestler, man. It's what they do. They cut promos. He cut a
I
fucking
know.
promo up there.
Yeah, that was an incredible promo.
I didn't know you were a
Oh.
Quad Cities guy, Phil.
Yeah, I'm stationed at Rock Island Arsenal.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yes, sir. Rock Island Arsenal Flag
Okay.
Football Hall of Fame, my man. That's real. I'm on.
Is Quad City safe, Phil? Is Quad City safe? I hear it's pretty dangerous in some areas down there.
If you go to Moline, I mean, the Illinois side's not the greatest, but Davenport and Bettendorf, I think, is awesome. I mean, they drive like shit, though. They do. They really, really drive badly in the Quad Cities. But I enjoy it there. I'm gonna plant roots, honestly. Time in the Army's up in February. I'm gonna stay there.
Green Bay just took DN
Okay.
Bear or Edge Darren Sorrell. He's okay.
Baron Sorrell, yeah. I know Bears brought him for a 30 visit for some reason.
Yeah, I mean he's 6'3", 256.
Wait, is he actually at the draft? Is that
They added more
Yeah.
guys that are here.
okay?
later.
I was surprised because usually I don't see like round 4 picks like at the draft. Damn.
He's a Bears
That's
inside
true. I don't
agent.
think-
That's
yeah,
why
he
we
might
had him
be
in.
The only one left. He might be the only guy. He might be the only guy in the green room left. At
Oh,
this
he's actually
point.
coming out too because it's Green Bay.
Yeah, good for him though. I mean that would be a cool moment for him.
Oh yeah. Does he have some
Yeah,
story?
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
why he's so like emotional, or maybe it's just like him being happy he got drafted. That's cool.
I think it's more of a ladder for it. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I think Golden might push one of the receivers out. Nick was mentioning Christian Watson suffered an ACL in that Bears loss in Week 18. I know Dobbs was somewhat of a malcontent because he got suspended,
Mhm.
and then his production just wasn't there, and also suffered a concussion. So, yeah, someone is getting expendable either in the training camp or more likely after the this upcoming season is over. So yeah, Matthew Golden really needs to come in, because I concluded that if the Packers are still struggling even with the addition of Golden, then it's either the team made a mistake in giving Jordan Love a large extension, or that Matt LaFleur's days as a Packers head coach are coming to an end or something like that. I know the latter part might be a little bit harsh, but yeah.
They'd be crazy if they fired Matt
has to
LaFleur to
really
me.
make his money.
I'm just happy they didn't
Yeah.
get DK Metcalf. Packers fans were really trying to get DK Metcalf in the offseason.
Yeah.
That would have been like a win
Yeah.
now type of move.
They
An actual
never
wide
make that
receiver
move.
one?
An actual wide receiver one. Or Devontae Adams. They could have maybe brought him back too.
Don't you remember a few years ago they could have got Odell during the season, but like, no, we don't want to part with whatever extra little bit of money to make it work, and then it's
Yeah,
just everything.
like Bears fans are, I guess, infamous for like clinging on to players that like maybe aren't that great. Like, well, Green Bay's infamous for clinging on to money like they're never going to make another dollar again in their lives.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless it comes to the quarterback, then they give them everything that they want, apparently.
Yeah, we're like 8 picks away here.
Okay.
Let's
Who
go.
do you guys want here?
Swinson, if he's still on the board, but if you said he has problems with talking back to coaches, maybe he's off the Bears board. So it's kind of hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Steven?
Devin Neal or I think Swinson would be either one of them would be a great pick for the Bears.
Yeah, I was thinking Swinson as well. But I mean, I feel like in round 4, especially with this coaching staff, I think that's a good time to take a chance on a guy like that. but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see play out. If we get to the 5th round, I'm going to start my Antoine Powell Ryland campaign, but not here in the 4th.
I'm going to go O-line as a shocker here. I'm going to say either Miles Frazier or Marcus Mabeau. As dark horse candidates would be Jackson Slater or Josh Gray. But like getting an interior O-lineman to develop, and the running back watch continues for Chicago.
Oh my God. Fans are going to crash out and say that this draft sucks if we don't lead with a running back. And in reality, it's because like the board just didn't fall our way for it. Like we probably would have taken Genty, didn't get to us. Probably would have taken Trevion Henderson, didn't get to us. Scatterboo, didn't get to us. It just kept happening. So
I just saw Bears fans on Twitter criticizing Ryan Poles for not being aggressive to get up, go up and get your guy. But at the same time, like you probably don't want to trade up for a running back. Like that's one position where, especially in a deep running back class, you don't need to go up and get your guy. Like,
not one of the guys after Genty. Like Genty's the only one I think you could do the mind tricks for, and it make a little bit of sense because I think he's going to be a superstar. But like, you don't do that for any of these other guys. They all have weaknesses. You don't trade up for that.
Like you don't do what the Rams did, or was it the Rams or who got they traded a 3rd round pick?
Houston.
Yeah,
Houston, I think.
Yeah,
Houston.
Like,
we have a problem.
That was stupid.
I mean, also, I wouldn't be mad about trading down again.
Just keep on trading back. I would kind of be mad because that's more videos I have to make, and I'm already tired of fuck right now. This reminds me of the 2022 draft where Ryan Poles had like 11 draft picks because he just kept on trading back, and every time he traded back, I was like, "Fuck, another video I have to make."
I was joking with I don't know if you guys know Heath. What's his last name? He works for CBS. I can't think of his last name right now, but we talked about the Browns moved down to 5, and then it was like, okay, what if they moved down to 10 with the Bears? Because it was talked about, and he's like, what do people think? I'm like, what if they keep trading down and get every pick in the 7th? Like, and he just
do you guys buy the rumors that we were trying to trade up with Jacksonville, but they were demanding a 1st next year? I seen something about that. I don't know if it was real.
Could be true. If so, I'm really happy Poles didn't make that trade. That'd be stupid. Trade up for a running back.
Yeah, I didn't want to give away next year's 1st.
I mean, like think about this, y'all.
No.
If you guys play fantasy football or fantasy anything, right, and you're in your drafts, I think you naturally, with all the teams, you talk about what it's like to trade up a little bit, what it's like to trade back a little bit, right? I mean, if you have all this preparation that they do, those talks always happen. It's not like it was super serious. Like you're always going to feel out a little bit and then see how things play out. But I think it's always crazy. Like, oh man, they talked about doing this. It's like, duh. Like imagine you sit there, like, I'm not talking to anybody about any trades. Like you would be doing your job.
Yes.
Yeah. Mango's buddy works for the Jaguars and confirmed that rumor.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was true. I'm sure they definitely did talk, like Nick said, but they probably talked with a lot of people about potential draft moves. But it was interesting how the odds, like on DraftKings and like FanDuel for like Ashton Genty to the Bears, like they shot up at the last second, but that always happens.
That's why I thought it was a done deal. I really did, man.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Wait,
I'm happy with the way it all played out.
There's a trade here with Chicago.
With Chicago? Oh,
what?
shit.
Okay, ready? The Cubs have traded infielder Gage Workman to the White Sox for cash considerations.
Wow.
God damn it.
See how I like that? I got you guys. See?
You got me good.
It's a trade for Chicago.
It is.
Oh
All Chicago.
Get out of here.
Thanks for the cash. Wait, the White Sox got cash or they traded it away?
No, they traded away cash for Gage Workman.
Wow, that's amazing. The Cubs should feel proud of themselves.
I mean,
what's that?
The Cubs are on that limited budget, so
Surprised Jerry parted ways with cash. That's his favorite thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Cubs should like take a victory lap. They got cash out of Jerry Reinsdorf.
It's less money that's going to Josh Giddey this offseason.
Ooh, Kyle Kennard just went.
Fuck.
I like Kyle Kennard. 34-inch arms, Kyle Kennard. So
okay.
Support Josh Giddey.
Browns pick is in too. Could this be Shadur Sanders? at this point.
Gosh.
Let's see.
I'm tired. I don't know, man. The
I mean,
Commanders
it
should
would
take
make
him.
sense for them. They don't
No,
have a quarterback.
Dylan Sampson just went to the Browns.
Oh, that hurts.
That hurts.
Okay. Another one less running back.
But again, there's still guys I like. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. There's
I'm-
still plenty.
I'm probably way more patient than a lot of people because I'm like, there's a lot of guys there, but the O line, there's some talented. Like Marcus Mabo, I can't remember who it was. Someone comped him to Zach Tom, the Packers guy, where it's like a kind of a smaller guy, but really athletic, can kind of play anywhere.
Love it.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I'd be cool with offensive line at this point too.
I trust the vision, man. Like I'm on board with all of it. Like I don't understand how we can be super hype over everything that's happening and then be like immediately we know more than everyone that we just had a bunch of faith in.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Trust the process.
Like, majority
See,
of
look at Dylan Sampson, y'all. See the highlights?
One second.
Good. Jalen Travis just went to offensive tackle to the Colts. That was one guy I had going in my mock draft.
Yep.
A little bit later, but damn.
Rashad, did you eat your food?
Oh, I've been eating it. I just got something small, like some sliders from Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
I was like,
Okay.
yeah. I need this coffee. I've barely slept the last 2 days.
too many
Draft
videos, man.
What's up?
Too many videos.
Oh yeah. Draft week
And
is
for
fun,
people that don't know, now that you haven't avoided me, like the podcast, yeah, me and Rashad, we're in an NCAA college football 25 league together.
though. Mhm.
And last year we played in the national championship and was it double overtime or single overtime?
Double overtime. Yep.
Double overtime. I beat him. So
I had choked that game away, man. Like what was I up by? Like 14 points or something
You
like
were
that,
up.
like in the second half. And then I don't know what happened. I pulled a Matt Eberflus. Like everything just stopped working for me. I became way too conservative. I started running the football a lot in the second half, expecting it to work, but it was too early to go that conservative.
and then I missed the field goal to win.
Yeah.
Then we went to overtime.
Yeah, I know. Like what? I was like, shit, like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I'm gonna pull up a comment right here. Mark, thanks for the donation. He said that seems like the Bears have wasted day 3 by trading back. I appreciate the opinion, but I feel like all of us here like kind of disagree on that because there's so many talents still available at running back, at offensive line. Some guys at edge too, like Braden Swinson is still available at edge. So there's a chance it still works. Like I'm not too mad personally about trading back, but I know Nick is happy about it. You can go ahead and give your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, Mark, to me, it's not wasted until we know the final product. But like, if you were to tell me who are my top 3 running backs for 109, I was at Scadaboo, Martinez, and Sampson, and one of those guys is still on the board. So if you get one and they're up in 4 picks, then I think it's still a win because now you have another pick that you didn't have before. And you know what's kind of interesting? I think this leads to a bigger discussion. I was thinking about this this morning. Let's say that the Bears really wanted Ozzie, like that was like their guy, and they drafted him at 41. I think we'd be like, wow, that was a reach, that was a bad pick, etc. But because they traded down and it still felt like a reach, and you got another, 4th round pick, and you got moved up, and you got to get, your D tackle, it felt better. Now I know the trade chart said that the Bears lost on the trade, but like trading back and still getting a guy that you wanted feels better than just taking them and it feels like a reach where they are.
Yeah. 100%.
I have no problem with the trading down either.
Yeah, I mean, the more swings you take, the better. Like this is still a crapshoot at the end of the day. No matter how much research you do, no matter how good are they at the college level, it's still hard to be sure about any prospects. So Bears will end this draft with 8 picks unless we trade back even more. So like, you hope 3 of those guys hit. If you get 3 hits, that's a really good draft class. So
yeah. Well, and plus like it's there's money involved. The more rookie contracts you can have on your roster, it frees up more salary cap space to go sign people. Injuries happen, suspensions happen, so it helps with depth.
I can't remember a single Ryan Pace draft class with this many draft picks. It's funny, like Ryan Poles has had multiple draft classes now with like a lot of picks. Last year was the only year he had very little picks. But it's just wild to see like him replenish the draft board like this.
You know, right now they have 8.
Yeah. He might trade back with one of the 5th round picks. You don't know. Like to get a 6th round pick, that's the only round we don't have a pick in.
What do you guys think about this? What if they drafted 2 running backs yet in this draft?
I'd be cool with that. I mean, if it's like a 7th round pick or 6th round pick for the last one, you know, I'm cool with that. But it's also tough because
I'm cool with that too. Yeah.
One of them is not going to be contributing for sure because like you already have Swift and Roshan Johnson,
right,
and Ian Wheeler too.
Practice squad or maybe like a special teams type of guy, you know, more or less. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm surprised that Alec Iomanor is still there. I'm still surprised that Iomanor is still there.
Who?
Alec Iomanor, the
the receiver. Yeah, he's good value right now too. Mm-hmm. No, I was just saying there's a trade. The Jets are moving up and the Eagles are trading down.
Okay. Everybody's probably thinking of the same thing right now. Get more picks.
Yeah.
I like how day 3 just has announcements from all over the world. Like, they've been in Germany, Europe, Mexico.
Mexico, yeah. Teddy Buchanan, Cal linebacker, just went to Baltimore.
What's up, Victor? Appreciate you watching.
Hey, Victor, thanks for. I know Victor was also sending us messages yesterday as well, or Thursday too, both days. So thanks, Vic, for joining me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Just a Bears trade back. So we traded back in the 4th round with the Buffalo Bills, picked up a 5th round pick. So now we have 8 total picks in the draft this year. Still waiting on the Bears first pick.
Man, like there's so many good talents still there. I'm excited.
Yeah. Hell, even the undrafted free agent players might be pretty stacked too at this rate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always some good talents that fall. And the other thing too is like I guess I haven't done this. I should pull it up. Just looking at the Bears depth chart, you have to also start like thinking of like, okay, who could make the team? You know what I mean? Like by positions.
Yeah. There's going to be drafted players that don't make the team.
Potentially.
Okay, we're 2 picks away.
So like interior O-line, I think you could draft one and they would make the team because all you have is Bates and then they're battling Bill Murray and Doug Kramer. So have to beat them out, I think, to make the team.
Not ideal there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Linebackers, no, they could go linebacker potentially. Like you have Noah Sewell, and then it's Ogbongbemia, Carl Jones. Like they could have a guy there that can.
Yeah, they could definitely go linebacker.
The Jets took a safety, Malachi Moore.
I don't mind him.
Okay.
Trade up. We're 1 pick away from our pick. I guess you could trade up if you wanted to, if you want to be really sure. Teams aren't allowed to trade picks for cash, right? In the NFL. I feel like I've never seen that.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
That'd be cool
like
if you could just
buy cash consideration or something like that happens in the baseball and basketball, something like that.
So this is a little out there, but Courtney Cronin just says, "Why is there a large stuffed animal giraffe in the back of the Ravens draft room?" I do think I need to tell you guys why there's a large stuffed giraffe in the back of my room here. It's a running joke within my family. We had this like, I don't know, 3 or 4 foot giraffe my mom had as like some decoration. I'd always like move it around the house in high school. And she's like, why is this here? I'm like, it's grazing. Like I was like, mess with her, you know? And then it became a thing. Like as we were older, we would like bring it and hide it in each other's houses. Like, and you know, in the drafts, like doing things. And they got me that as a gift, as a gag gift. So I'm like, I got to put it up there as part of my stream. So
I thought you were gonna relate it to why they had a giraffe in their room too. I was like, is this like a football coach thing?
yeah, it's a thing. I do know someone on their staff though. So
Oh no way! Wow,
yeah, I coached with Willie Taggart at Western Kentucky.
nice.
So,
Oh, really? Yeah, Willie Taggart who went to South Florida and FSU.
yeah, yep, and Oregon. Yep.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really good
Wow,
guy.
that's awesome.
Really good
What
guy.
year
Yep.
did you coach there again?
What?
What year did you coach there again?
I was there 05 through spring of 07.
Nice. That's really
Oh, okay.
That's fun. Like, yeah, I mean that's a lot of people's dream to be coaching college football. That's cool experience, I'm sure.
It's cool. It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
A lot of work. A lot of it's like an iceberg. Like you guys see the fun part, and the rest of it's like
Yeah. Like it's not like our game like NCAA 25.
nothing
You don't
like
just
that.
press a button.
The massive amount of work, man. So the Bears are on the clock right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go off of Twitter.
Yeah.
And pop the comments.
Not look at the comments anymore.
And we'll see this thing happen here.
They always go to commercial break right before the Bears pick. Again. Like that's the 5th time.
I think it's because they've seen your tweets and they're like, we need to keep messing with this guy.
Okay,
make him rage quit streaming.
Quincy Riley went to the
So the Saints pick. Oh, the Saints. Okay, now it's the Bears. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my phone here.
All right. So who's your guess?
I don't even know, to be honest. Like I want to say Swinson, but he's falling a lot for some reason, so potentially not. I think maybe it could be one of the running backs. One of the running backs, I'll say.
Okay. What about you, Steven?
Yeah, I agree. It's probably the running backs. You know, Martinez, Neal, Swinson, and maybe Marcus Mimbo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go O-line, and I'm gonna go Mimbo or Miles Frazier.
Okay,
That'd be awesome. Either way,
that'd be awesome.
Happy. All right, Phil. The Bears.
Phil's back. Phil, got to turn off Twitter. The Bears are on the clock. We're not looking.
Yeah, no, I could hear you guys talking. I was just trying to set up my camera. Don't it look so much more?
Oh,
pretty now?
okay.
It does look
Yeah,
better,
yeah.
man. Look at you.
It looks
I
really
know.
good.
Now you can
Thanks.
see the clean shades there.
Go Avengers. I should have wore something Bears. My bad. If I like this pick, I'm gonna pop my Roma Dunes jersey.
Pick
on.
is in.
I'm actually.
I have
rocking
that.
the PFR.
I'm gonna throw that on.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Vicky and Dave. Good dudes over there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jack. Don't
Yeah.
forget about Jack. I love all three of them.
Jack too. All right, who is standing here? Okay, what position does he coach? That coach. That's not.
I just got an ad for YouTube TV right now. Shit.
I'm trying to think of what coach that is. It's not Eric Bieniemy, so I don't think it's running back.
Huh.
Pick is in.
Come on, guys.
And whenever you guys hear, just let me know because I think you guys are probably ahead of me. So
Yeah, they're in commercial break for YouTube TV right now. I wonder if they're just gonna.
Oh my
miss the pick.
God!
What?
This
maybe
happened-
I'll break it for you.
This happened every time the Bears were on the clock yesterday. Every single damn time they went to a commercial, and then their
Actually did
stupid
talk that.
cover band would come out. Generation Z, Generation Retire, man. Please, for the love of God. Like literally.
And then
this
the first round pick is that's the one that two female reporters came out and announced the schedule release on May 14th. That took forever too. You know,
Yeah.
seems
They did
like
that.
they're
why
doing
is
it
it
on
the
purpose.
Bears? Why is it always the damn Bears that they
'Cause they're
have
in
to be in?
They're in Green Bay.
In Green
There's
Bay,
something
yeah,
up.
they try to, yeah.
I'll
All
throw
right,
out a
here we
dark
go.
horse potential guy of Elijah Roberts is a dark horse guy.
Okay.
He's like a.
Oh
think of
my
like
God,
a-
they took a
Linebacker
linebacker.
Ruben
Hippolyte,
Hippolyte the second.
Maryland. I've never heard of this
I
guy.
have
How
no
do you-
idea who that is.
I have no idea.
Shit. How do you spell his last name?
Wow.
HYPPOLLITE.
Got it. All right. NFL.com has something on him. Let's see. here.
nothing. Nothing.
You guys want to put up the scattering report, or Steven, do you want to put up the? Or I can. Put
Yeah,
up
let me see if I can find up. Let me Hippo.
Hippo.
Yes, he's fast.
Okay. Is this considered a reach, or was? I mean, at this point, we're at the end of round 4, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
He shows blazing speed. I think this is a Dennis Allen like blitzing guy, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen right here.
I mean, I looked at the beast here. I don't see him.
Yeah, so round 5 projection by Lance Erline.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly pedestrian relative to the number of starts he's made, but he has a kind of speed that's rarely dismissed out of hand by NFL evaluators. Made 46 career starts over 5 seasons, played in 5 seasons. Blazing speed for a 236-pound inside linebacker. Recognizing, reacting to play design, good pacing, acceleration. Weaknesses, gets mauled by big climbing blockers, needs to upgrade technique. Would like to see him make more tackles close to the line. Slow to shade his zone drops relative to the quarterback's eyes. Lacks physicality and run through technique as a hitter.
I feel like he's a blitzing inside linebacker for Dennis Allen.
Yeah, I'm gonna see his RAS score.
It does say he plays with natural instincts, so I do like that. He does have a lot of experience, so
Okay, RAS scores pulled up right here. 4.42. Damn.
Okay,
he's fast, man.
that's a really good 3 cone
Okay.
as well.
Yeah. Small for sure. 5'11", 2, and good weight, I guess. But yeah, it's an interesting pick. I don't really know how to feel about it. I mean,
Somebody I've never heard of. I'll be honest. That's not somebody
He's
I've
the
never heard
first
of.
guy not listed. Like he's the first guy without a report in the beast. He's the 35th ranked linebacker.
30. Oh man.
Wow.
But I mean, really athletic.
You gotta hope that Dennis Allen liked the guy.
I mean, you got to trust them at some point. They pick guys for a reason. So
Yeah,
Right.
maybe he's just a special teams demon. He's
that's
fast.
also true.
Yeah, maybe for probably this year he's probably going to be play a lot of special teams. I agree there, Phil. And most of the guys in this area 4, 5, 6, 7, you got to play special teams. Stick. You have a better chance of sticking to the team if you can or willing to play special teams if you're drafted this late for sure.
Facts.
Says he's been a big time riser, according to some people.
Okay, like late riser, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
people are gonna crash out over this pick, toe. People are gonna crash out.
It's the 4th round.
Who cares?
Yes.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
The Chiefs showed interest in him.
Oh, okay.
I do trust it I trust it more if the Chiefs are interested. They usually get things right.
I'm gonna see if Infante has any thoughts on him. One word speed, he ran a 4.42. Everyone's just talking about his speed. Yeah.
Okay.
It's high typo.
Interesting. Yeah.
Appreciate the donation again. You guys know who that is? Typolog.
I'm not gonna lie and say I have.
I honestly don't know who that is.
Oh, the Chiefs just took Jalen Royals finally. Another receiver for
Wow.
Pat Mahomes.
Wow, Val.
They always
All right,
get it
so
right.
here
man.
I got here's some more intel on him as we research here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So his favorite pregame meal is pasta. He wants to be a sports agent. He was a 4-star linebacker coming out of high school.
Okay.
Defensive MVP of the Ray Lewis Academy. Ray Lewis was his hero growing up. He made, let's see, 1 start as a freshman. And then, let's see, 12 starts as a sophomore, 8 starts as a junior, and then started all 13 games as a senior. And then he was allowed another year and then started another 12 games. This guy has, what, 25, 33.
I think it's 49.
Yeah, he's got a lot of starts, man. Maybe, yeah. He's got a ton of starts.
I think that extra years from the COVID years for sure. Yeah.
Oh, maybe
46 starts.
Yeah, that's a lot of starts.
He was second team All Big Ten this last year.
Oh,
preseason,
wow,
or preseason, sorry.
Right. I think he says here he was a third team All Big Ten selection this year. So yeah.
Oh.
He was third team All Big Ten in 2013, maybe as well. Then.
Yeah. Kirby Bros. Poles have been a fantastic drafter in his career, missing later rounds, but his first and second round picks have been spot on almost every time. I agree with that. His second round picks have been really good. First round picks he's hit on. Well, it's early, but I feel like he's hit on each one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's talking about this guy. This guy.
Okay. I was like, am I tripping?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
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 The good news is
thanks for the donation again.
Yeah, the good news about this, Mark and other people, but like this is a position that you needed. So like whether you like the player or not, we needed a linebacker for sure. And so to me, like as long as we're checking off and getting guys in spots that can make the team, I'm good with it.
Someone said he was the fastest linebacker. Dude, I mean, at least he's the best at something.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are still criticizing the lack of drafting a running back, but you have another pick coming up in 20 picks about, so I'm not worrying about that.
I wonder if I think I've seen in that same profile you brought up, Rashab, that he might he could be moved to Will to compensate for his lack of size. I wonder if the plan is for Tremaine Edmonds to, if they're not going to re-sign him, if they're going to put TJ Edwards there. I don't know. I feel like if you have a middle linebacker in a 4-3, though, you need a big dude, like a big, fast guy. And if that's not Tremaine, that's fine. But I think you need someone that could take that deep middle away like Urlacher did.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, they're probably planning for life after Edmonds because his cap hit is super high next year, too. Like it's like 18 or 17 million, something like that. And yeah, he's not been worth the contract up to this point. He had good plays in 2023, but it's like last year, the whole defense just fell apart.
That's what I meant by saying I'm willing to give him a shot this year. I think that Dennis Allen might be able to coach him up. I gotta say, just to God, like we gotta stop that with Roquan Smith. In this 4-3, he would have been a liability. I'm sorry. He's good in a 3-4 because he doesn't have to drop back into zone coverage in a 3-4 as much. He can just play the run. In a 4-3, Roquan Smith is not made for that position. In a cover 2 4-3, he's not. So maybe the best linebacker in the league in a 3-4, but not in a 4-3.
Good question here. What is your comparison of Luther Burden to a current NFL receiver? I said this on Phil's podcast too, but DJ Moore, like that's the best comparison. It's funny to have two of them now, but he's built the same as DJ Moore, same exact height, almost the same weight. He ran almost the same 40-yard dash time. His yards after catch ability very similar to DJ Moore. So I kind of view him as a DJ Moore type of prospect. So it's good to get like a DJ Moore type guy in early round 2. That's honestly a steal in terms of value, even if we didn't like need receiver per se. I feel like he's going to be the long-term replacement for DJ Moore after his current contract is over. Which I think Phil said DJ Moore is going to be 32 by the time his contract is over.
Yeah, by the time Borden needs to be re-signed, I think Moore will be 32. It's either that or when the end of DJ Moore's contract gets there, but he's either going to replace him or he's going to. I mean, but in the meantime, that's like what 4 years down the road. Like
that's like 2030.
Yeah, DJ I think is here until like 2029 or something crazy like that. Like because we just extended him, right?
Yep, last year we extended him to 4-year contracts.
So I mean, you're probably not going to re-sign DJ Moore after this next deal if he stays the whole time, which you'd like him to. But it also gives you flexibility. If Borden goes off,
Yeah.
Moore could become tradable. Not saying that I would love to do that. I think DJ is awesome. I think he got a lot of hate last year for how he acted, and I understand that. But again, the coaching staff was the worst in the league. He was playing for a Pop Warner head coach who used acronyms to coach. I mean, for grown men.
The hits
Come
principle.
on, man.
I'm so happy we won't have to hear hits ever again in our lifetime until we play the Cowboys in whatever week we play them.
we gotta beat them bad.
For some reason, I don't want to say this, but I always have a bad feeling about these revenge games. I feel like the other players always win. Like the player that left or the coach that left, they always win.
Yeah, my mind always goes to the Cedric Benson game for the Packers. Like he rushed for like 300 yards on us after being dog shit in a Bears uniform. I mean, rest in peace. But yeah, I always think about that. That's why I think one of my takes when we were getting rid of Fields was like, I just don't want him. I don't ever want to play him in like a Super Bowl, a playoff game. He could be bad in every other game that year, but as soon as he plays Chicago, he's going to rush for like 200 yards. And
it's the same with Justin Fields too. Like I feel like there's rumors about Justin Fields being traded in division last year, and I was like, if he goes to the Vikings, he's going to become like a star quarterback. Even if you don't believe in Fields, like I didn't want that to happen, just because like old players always come back to bite us in the ass.
I don't want to play. Yes, 2 times a year. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. Like, hopefully the culture, returns and everything to the Bears, and people don't feel like revenge games are. Nobody feels that level that they want revenge, even if they depart from the organization. And actually, I don't know if Justin would. Poles did take care of him on his way out, so
I'm so sure he feels some type of way, though. I feel like it's just human nature to feel some type of way about
especially if he faced Caleb.
Yeah, he's gonna want to prove something. But at least we did stop Mike Glennon. No revenge game for him.
Some players just aren't able to have those revenge games. Mike Glennon is definitely one of them. I can't believe we got rid of Jay Cutler for that fucking guy, man. I know we got rid of Jay Cutler for we really just wanted to start over, but like that was the response and then draft Trubisky. Like
back then I was happy about getting rid of Jay Cutler only because I want to move on and begin the new era of Bears football. But I was hoping for Deshaun Watson back then. Like that was my number one quarterback in that draft. But
it's funny. I was actually really against him because he threw a lot of interceptions in college. I was like, he's going to throw a shitload of picks in the pros, but he did win. I can't say I was on any of the quarterbacks. I can't remember who I was on that year. Dude, if you go back actually and you look up like the consensus top quarterback amongst all the draft experts before that draft, it was like Deshaun Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser.
He was actually the consensus like top quarterback in that class. He ended up being garbage. I mean, he went to Cleveland. Shocker. But I
actually like Trubisky's college film.
I believe that. He did look nice in college. Wrong.
Would you take number 2 overall, though, if you were in charge of the Bears?
He was my top quarterback.
That's fair.
A lot of people had him up there. Like that was my other thing that pisses me off is like when like after that draft, people were like, nobody had Trubisky this high. Yeah, they did, man. Yeah, they did. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
But
I mean,
I feel like it's also changed how scouts look at quarterbacks now. They take chances more on like the people with like bigger arms and like more high potential, high ceiling in the top 10 rather than safer picks like Trubisky, which we thought was a safe pick, but turned out to be a bad pick.
Your guy goes here, Steven.
At least he loves City.
Titans, more weapon for Cam Ward. It's a good pick, I think, for Tennessee. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let my boss, the big wig in my office, Mr. Spencer. He's a Titans fan, so I'll let him know that you said that, Steven.
Yeah. The game that Ayo Manor had against Travis Hunter in Colorado 2 years ago was sensational. He had like almost 300 yards by himself.
Love it.
Yeah. Who's the next quarterback do you think gets picked?
Next quarterback?
Yeah, because outside of Sanders, there's pretty interesting ones available. Quinn Ewers, Kyle McCord. Those are the guys who are still available, by the way.
I swear, if McCord goes over Shadur Sanders, Twitter's gonna go crazy.
I picked Kyle McCord.
Oh my god,
Oh,
man.
Yeah, I like Kyle McCord. I think he had a phenomenal season at Syracuse and put himself on the map as a maybe more of a draftable developmental prospect for sure.
I feel like it still should be at this point in the draft. I feel like I'd be wrong to say anyone other than Sanders. Did you say like besides him or including?
Yeah. Including him, Kyle McCord, Sanders, Quinn Ewers are some of the notable names that are still available as a quarterback. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I think it's still got to be Sanders, man. Will it be? I don't know, man. But at this point in the draft, you got to think it's like crazy value to get Sanders.
Yeah, can you imagine 6th-round pick, Shadur Sanders? That'd be a really good pick, honestly, for whatever team gets him. Even with the drama and everything, like he still has college production. Like he still has some things to like in the 6th round.
A 6th-round quarterback's going to be you're thinking a backup, right? Like at that point, like anybody could take him. I guess if you think you can handle the circus, I don't know. I think Pittsburgh makes a lot of sense for him. I'm really shocked that they keep passing on him because they have a good culture. I don't know. I think it makes sense. Watch the Baltimore Ravens get him. Watch them get him just to back up Lamar. And,
Watch the Chiefs get him. Kansas City Chiefs. Just backing him Mahomes for the next 5 years.
Especially because there's no controversy there. Like nobody's going to suggest that Shedeur Sanders should start over Pat Mahomes. And it would make sense because those guys are really those franchises like they're built to have a guy like that. So,
but I wonder if Dion would.
So is Ravens for sure. Yeah.
I wonder if Dion would tell the Chiefs not to draft him because he wants his son to have a chance to start somewhere. But at this point, he can't be picky. Like any team you go to, you're going to be lucky to go to at this point.
It should be the Rams. I think if I had to pick, it should be like the Rams or maybe the Saints. I don't know.
For the quarterback day 2.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
Did they? Did they? That's my apology. I definitely missed that. I was freezing out there.
Did you see the reaction from Saints fans at that pick? They were pissed.
Was that the space that I heard?
Yeah, that was the thing I retweeted. They were mad, like crashing out level mad over that pick.
It's one of the funniest exchanges I've ever heard in my life.
I would play that on the stream if I could, but it's probably going to get me demonetized.
Oh yeah, we would get yeah.
I've got something interesting from the Bears' last pick. If you guys want,
yeah,
let me hear it.
So, and this is from again shout out because I didn't think of this. This is from Nick from Just Another Year Bears.
Oh, hi Nick.
Phil's guy.
Yeah. He shouted this out. I thought this is interesting. So okay, this guy's fast, right? 4.42 at 6 foot, 236 pounds. What if the Bears are asking him to lose a little bit of weight and they move him to safety?
I could see that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, that's a hole that we have too. So because at 6 foot 236, you're probably thinking he's weak side inside linebacker, but that's also you wonder if and again, if he's not a great linebacker, then maybe you are shifting him. Just an idea.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. The only other thing I can think of at linebacker is him being like a blitzing specialist for Allen because he's so fast. But then again, that makes him predictable if you know he's doing that every time he's on the field. So,
Phil, when you were watching round 1, were you like by the stage or like how far back were you from all the action happening?
I was pretty close to the stage, man.
That's cool.
It'll be on the vlog when that comes out. You'll see how close we were. It was a massive amount of people because at a certain point, like everybody, like 50 yards and in was willing to fight if you wanted to push past him. So it was like nuts to butts, man. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I spiked my hat when Ashton Genty got picked. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, when Mason Graham
Field the Yates is a big fan of this pick apparently. That 4th round pick guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a clip here.
Wait. Maybe we shouldn't play the clips from the TV broadcast because it's gonna get it removed from YouTube.
Oh no, this is from YouTube, like a guy from Awful Announcing. He's just playing the clip from there.
Yeah, but it's from the TV broadcast. Like the clip is from the TV broadcast.
Yeah.
We could have played it
Trying
if
to
it was only
see.
on Twitter, but YouTube is so strict about those things.
Yeah. Josh Farmer just went. That's a pretty good value.
Oh, where did you go? San Francisco?
Nope, he went to New England.
Oh,
Yep, D tackle, Florida State. Solid value there.
solid value. Yeah, he and Milton Williams going to be a pretty good D tackle for a tandem there.
Well, and then you don't know what's going to happen with Christian Barrymore with his blood clot stuff.
Is this still a problem?
I don't know. I mean, he missed most of last season. Unfortunately, Christian Barrymore's a good player, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went through Jacob Infante's draft guide, and he didn't have the Maryland linebacker anywhere on there. For whatever that's worth.
Yeah. Oh, the International Fan of the Year is on stage making the pick.
Wait, I'm not there. Just kidding. I'm not international. That's pretty cool. How do you win that?
Just being probably just going to every single game. Like, I know there's a guy on Bears Twitter that won like the fan, or yeah, I think he won the Fan of the Year, or like Fan Hall of Fame or whatever, like a couple years ago.
There's a Fan Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You got to be
I'm
rich to
salty.
be Fan Hall of Fame though, because you have to go to every single game.
Yeah, probably will never be me. That's okay. I'm accepting my fate now. I'm already a Hall of Famer. Okay.
True. You got the trophy in your room.
I have the plaque.
Oh, the plaque, yeah. Phil, do you play any NCAA? I think we probably asked you this like on the last stream, but
I have it. But you know, I didn't get invited into any leagues because you guys don't like me. So
hey, we need more guys in ours. Like a lot of guys have left at this point, so if you want to come on, let us know. It'd be pretty fun.
I'd be willing to do that, man.
Yeah.
I'll stream myself. Pretty much stream all my games. Nobody watches that though.
So I just watched that clip that you want to play. They were much more positive about that pick than I thought. So
Can you give us like a rundown?
I mean, just saying that he's a guy that wasn't invited to things, but again, super athletic, good effort guy, and who I think they like has been like just getting better as this process has been going along. So they liked him. It's what it seemed like. And and like I don't know that it was like an amazing pick, but they weren't like, wow, this is such a reach, like you weren't getting that reaction from, Field Yates, etc.
Right. Field Yates was actually it was giving pretty good praises on that pick, actually.
Yeah, so
okay. I dig it.
And the good news is, y'all, of all of the picks that have happened recently, they haven't been running backs. So the running backs are still there.
It is, yeah.
They are still there.
I mean, the last running back was Sampson at 126. So
right. We're at 139 already.
Right. So the Bears pick again before you guys know it. Like it's quick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is it 142?
148.
Oh, 148. Sorry.
CBS gave the pick a C+, and they said surprising to see this late riser picked in round 4, but the speed was likely the reason it happened. At a heavier weight, he was elite level straight line speed, and it shows when he's flying across the line of scrimmage to the football. Game is reasonably underdeveloped beyond that, despite being a very experienced player. Early but fascinating specimen. If you're gonna take a workout like a pure physical beast and like hope you can coach him up, I do like that in round 4. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like somewhat of a reach, maybe to some extent, because I'm not sure how high other NFL teams were on him. But in the fourth round, I'm not gonna criticize too much.
Maybe they thought the Chiefs were gonna take him. I guess we just seen that they were interested. I guess. Did they pick after the Bears?
Potentially.
Oh man, Ruben, I found him
They
on
picked next
on
They
Twitter.
picked right after that. Okay.
He doesn't. He's just under 2,000 followers on Twitter. Oh boy, we
Cool.
we
How
gotta
many?
get those numbers up.
Oh, the guy that we just drafted?
Yeah, Ruben. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll. It's Ruben knows one. Here, I'll put it in our comments if you guys want to put anything up. But
Yeah,
we
I'm gonna.
get some followers, y'all.
Got you. I see him.
Ruben knows one.
Yeah, dude, I can't have more followers than a Chicago Bear.
It's always interesting seeing their follower account blow up after they get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these guys have less than 5,000 followers because nobody knows them.
Yeah. So his quote here from the Draft Network says, "I'm going to come in and attack the process," is what he said.
Nice. I like that.
Nice. Yeah.
I do my best work with my back against the wall. Pressure is earned. That makes me excited. And when I get excited, some dangerous blank happens. So we went to work.
Oh, okay.
Love
Nice.
it. Love it. Like that a lot. Okay.
Usually, guys at this point, when they're drafted low, they all have a chip on their shoulder because they feel, I know, it's understandable because they think highly of themselves most of the time. Usually they come in to high school, like a hyped 4 or 5 star guys, and then sometimes injuries, transfers, unfortunate things happen, and now they're looking to, prove themselves again, to the NFL. So.
It says here he ran a 4.39 at his pro day.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
He's faster.
He's got to be a
Fast as
safety at
hell.
that point. With that speed, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Maybe a strong safety because they did say he wasn't the best in coverage, but maybe
Okay.
it was just where he's lining up
Oh,
at linebacker. They said he wasn't great at dropping into zone coverage.
well, then that's linebacker.
Yes, but maybe strong safety then.
And I linked the two in the comments in case you guys want to pull it up or you guys want to.
yeah, sure. Let me pull it up.
Do. So.
He also had this quote that I just read that I liked. Where is it? Let me find it again. Mostly the last line because of what we got going on. But on Terps football, he said, "It was a vision. I wanted to be around a group of great people who'd elevate me in all aspects. Maryland as a whole is a great area to be in. I needed help from the great people around me, not just Coach Loxley. The people make the place, man. People make the place."
That's not. This
Yeah.
isn't real, is it?
What's not real?
Okay. Apparently, the Seahawks are trading quarterback Sam Howell to the Vikings.
What?
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
So random.
More interceptions for the Bears.
I forgot. Wait, did we play
Sam Howell was on the market for sure. I was
I
like,
think we picked him off 4 times.
Yeah.
It was from Schefter, so it's one of those where I'm like, okay, hold on, is this the real Schefter or not? And I clicked on it,
Did you get Sentel or not? Yeah, I understand.
Schefter.
Yeah. That's what he and Pete Schrager was talking just moments ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was not aware of that.
Sand during the draft. Who want me? No, 100%.
Do you think Kirk Cousins is getting traded, or if he's just an expensive backup at this point?
Sorry, who is it, Steven?
Kirk Cousins.
I mean, maybe Pittsburgh goes that way instead of Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Kirk Cousins is the smartest football player in league history?
Very smart.
My God.
Ooh, how about this, y'all? Ruben took a top 30 visit to Hallis Hall the first week of April.
Wow. So
Yeah,
okay, he's been on the
I just
radar.
saw that too.
Yep. He said, what did he convey to the staff? That I was a smart player, that I knew my defense in and out. Just wanted to get across to them that I obviously have the speed to play the position and the ability to play the position. I love the visit.
Love it.
What if that was reported on when it happened? Because I don't even remember hearing his name ever.
They didn't leak a lot of who got visited, so
yeah.
No, that was from Courtney Cronin. Courtney's good. I think she's one of the best.
Oh, she's the best.
She's probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so they took Tyron Dalton. So that's a good.
I just sent out the call for Bears Nation to follow.
There you go. Yeah.
Linebacker.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's see. We are a couple picks into round 5 already.
Yeah.
Won't be long before.
We're in round 5 already. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
2 D tackles right away went.
Okay. Dawkins, Jackson. Okay.
A lot of people are talking about Shadur right now on Twitter. Like all the ESPN commentators.
I mean, honestly, it's just like the thing that stinks about this is all of these guys their dreams are getting realized and they're focusing on one player, which stinks.
Yeah, that's
It's
really
like
good.
a ton of guys. Like this is their dream to get to the NFL, and everyone's just talking about one guy that's falling. It's like let's talk about other guys. Like Carson Vincent just got drafted from Alabama A&M. Like Alabama A&M. Like that's amazing. Like let's talk about how cool it is that guy made to the NFL.
No, 100%. Like it's because those stories don't generate clicks or viewership.
I know they care about clicks. They don't care about like heartfelt stuff. What's that? Like, do you guys know Siobhan Revel, the corner from East Carolina?
Yeah, I'm familiar with his story.
Yeah, so he worked at Amazon shift or worked like a night shift, and then he's hopped in a car with his dad, drove to a tryout for East Carolina. That's how he got his scholarship there. Like, talk about like a feel good story. Like, give me more of that stuff and less of, getting his number retired at Colorado and then not getting drafted. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Right.
That's really cool. Wow.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
And so he had a great year at East Carolina. Then everyone's offering him money, right, to transfer to whatever SEC school. He says no, comes back to East Carolina, and then he tore his ACL. So it's like sad that happened. So I'm rooting for him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the type of stories I think people more so gravitate.
Mm-hmm. I would argue Marcus Mabo is the best value right now on the board.
Yeah, that would be a good pick if he's like Zach Tom, like you said, like anything similar. That'd be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So they have 148 and what? 176, I believe. Is that what the Bears have right now? 148, 176?
I think so.
Well, 148 and 169.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry about that. I just saw 169 just flashed out. Yeah. So they got 2 5th-rounders. Interesting. Okay. Again from Dusseldorf, Germany.
2 picks from there. Wow.
They had a World League of I think NFL Europe teams or the old World League of American Football teams up in Dusseldorf. I lived in Germany for a couple of years. It's pretty big up there, yeah.
So wait, maybe London or Germany opens up a franchise and Shadur can go for them.
Or start a new league in Saudi Arabia with the oil money or something like that.
Appreciate the donation, yeah, Mark. He's talking about what do you guys think about Jaden Blue? Any thoughts on him?
I think he's more like a Swift 2.0 in my opinion. What do you think, Nick? Similar to Swift,
yeah, he's a little smaller size. I mean, he's like 5'8.5", 5'9", like 195. Decent receiver, but to me, like I don't know that he has the body type or actually the strength for the power to run between the tackles. But he's definitely fast. Like he's a 4.38 40. He has that part of it to it. So to me, like if you got him, that would be a committee guy. Like you have to have him and a Devin Neal, him and a Damian Martinez type to make that whole backfield work.
He was projected to be round 3 on NFL.com apparently. because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know about him, so I just looked him up, and wow, kind of surprising that he was projected by Lance Erland to be round 3.
Dane Brugler has this to say about him. Overall, Blue is a threat to make the house call at any point, especially in the receiving game out of the backfield. But NFL scouts say he may need time to learn what it takes to be a professional. His dynamic talent can upgrade a backfield. So maybe there's some maturity stuff too.
He ran a 4.38 40-yard dash, or whatever that's worth.
Yep. Yeah, he has a 5th round grade on him, so we're still in that range.
Okay. I do like that he can threaten defenses as a receiver. I think that's also maybe like if like to your point, Nick, about the Bears possibly going air raid. If that's what they're looking to do, I could see why like they would be comfortable with Swift still being running back 1 because of his receiving out of the backfield, and it would also work for Jaden Blue. Maybe if they're just going to air it out, maybe it works for that. I mean, even Roshan can. At least he can pass block really well. I love Roshan's pass blocking, and he can. I think he can do more. I really want to see what he does this year. I want to see if Bieniemy can get anything more out of him because I liked him a lot coming out of college. I feel like he hasn't gotten a great opportunity, nor has he ran behind even an average offensive line.
He's barely had any carries. Let me pull up how many carries Roshan has had, but it's nothing at all.
Most probably had less than 100 or something.
He had 81 carries in 2023 and 55 in 2024. That's
he had a concussion last year too, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know if that's multiple concussions or not, but I liked his tape a lot. And again, he doesn't have the explosiveness, but you talking about everything else. I think he's a very complete back. Roshan is. So what if they like him and they're like, hey, we don't need to address running back? That could be part of it.
I'd love for him to get like 10 to 15 carries in a game and just in like a regular season game just to see. I feel like he has more of a bag than he's been able to show off. I feel like he's had such a little chance to really get it going. But he was almost 100% inside the 5 when getting carries last year and scoring a touchdown. So if anything, he was valuable in that regard.
You know who's 0 for 1? You
Doug fucking Kramer.
I remember the next game, I think it was, and they got down there, everyone's talking about it, and I'm like, in Shane Waldron's head, he's like, what they're never going to think is coming again. Doug Kramer getting the ball.
He fumbles again.
Interesting here, y'all. So we're 5 picks into the 5th round. 4 have been D tackles.
Wow.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's a trade here. The Browns just traded up.
Quarterback?
The Browns haven't won a division title since 1989. Rashab, you weren't even on this earth, man.
I wasn't even born yet, dude. I was a year out.
Yeah, Phil was not even on this earth.
You guys are so young. Do you like my tweet today? The help I fall, I can't get up.
Yeah.
It's from Christmas. That's from Christmas Story, right?
No, it's just a tweet. I responded to this.
We're talking about like 2000 kids versus like 90s kid. I technically classify as a 90s baby. I mean, somewhat. I was born in 99, so.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't count.
Born in 99. In
1999.
Did you guys see my tweet? The Bears. What's up?
Oh,
it's
shit.
It's over. It's over finally.
Shadur?
Fucking goddamn. Sweet, dude. That media circus is going to be hilarious.
I just saw Browns before they went on a commercial. I just saw Browns and the Shadur logo just flashed up and just went to the commercial. I think they just, I don't know, made a tease or just a malfunction or something like that. Wow, it's finally over.
Sure? But you saw on ESPN? Or,
no, it was on ABC. It was.
Yeah,
on ABC.
I see it's posted like everywhere. So this is one of my favorite memes to use. Okay, this is just my reaction to that pick. Oh no. Anyway.
Anyway, I love that.
The one of the car guys on the BBC
whatever.
There.
It's surprising because remember we talked. Anyway. I think we talked about this yesterday. The Browns have 3 first-round pick quarterbacks on that roster right now. So, and
Joe Flacco's the best of them, and he's 500 years old.
This will be the most talked about 5th round pick in the history of the NFL.
It's
there's
probably
gonna be
true.
media circuses. There's going to be just so much discussion about this on ESPN and everything.
What if he doesn't even make the team? They cut him.
Oh,
Practice
man.
squad. Yeah, I mean, I just
And
want
then-
to see the competition with Deshaun Watson versus Shador Sanders, and then Dion take like a shot about massage therapy or something. It's gonna be.
Oh, don't
gold.
forget. The Browns took Dylan Gabriel ahead of Sanders
Oh,
yesterday.
Oh,
I
really?
forgot about that.
Forgot
So
about
wait,
that too. I just like, yeah. I was like, now what are they doing?
That quarterback room that's going to be a funny, like, they should be on Hard Knocks this offseason. That'd be fun to watch.
Please God, if the NFL
Oh
cares about us.
I mean, the only thing I would say is they don't have a finalized quarterback position. So, and Stefanski's like trying to save his job. So, like, maybe if one of those guys develops a little bit, they also took 2 running backs. They took Judkins and Sampson. They took Gabriel and Sanders.
What the fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
At least they got Mason Graham, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they got Schlesinger too. I love Schlesinger.
That's right. They did get him at the top of the second. Second, right? He was the first pick on day 2.
Wow, there's a loud cheer when his name was announced. That's the loudest cheer I've heard like all night or all afternoon.
They're probably cheering because the fucking circus is over.
Yeah,
Stop talking about it.
I bet half of them are. Yeah, I bet half of them are.
It's funny, Mel Kiper had him as QB1 of this draft class. I've never seen him be this off on any player ever in terms of like where he had them drafted versus where they were actually drafted.
Jimmy Clausen, he was melting down about him.
Yes.
Bears legend. I have a personal story about Jimmy Clausen. Actually, I hate that guy because I was at the Notre Dame Purdue game. It was a night game. It was the only game that season we were on ESPN, and we were so hyped for it. And he led a game-winning drive to beat us. We were gonna fucking take him out and beat us on like the final play of the game. And fuck that guy. Fuck Charlie Weiss too.
I still remember the was it 2015 or 2016 where we had like Jimmy Clausen start. It was bad.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Give me Matt Barkley over Jimmy Clausen like 5 times out of 5. It's not saying much. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was mean to Charlie Weiss, but that's because he broke my heart, man. He broke my heart.
Gosh.
Well, the NFL draft, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. So,
Our national nightmare is over.
I'm gonna retweet that.
Finally showing all the highlights they had saved for a long time.
I got so many friends that are Browns fans, and they're just not even happy.
Oh, really?
Well, because they know it's going to be a media circus. They already have Deshaun Watson in the building too. Like, it's going to be such just drama they don't need right now.
You know who plays the Browns this year?
The Bears?
Yeah, we played the AFC North.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Pencil in a win, guys. Pencil in a win.
Don't say that. Knock on wood.
Someone says all that, and now Shador has to live in Cleveland.
Shout out Joakim Noah. That was my when I was live streaming for the Bulls this year. That was my favorite slide when we played Cleveland. I put up a slide that said Cleveland sucks. Nobody goes on vacation to Cleveland. And
so the Bears are up in like 4 picks.
Love that.
Oh yeah. Your guy
145, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mabo is still available. That'd be really nice.
Him, Damian Mac McWilliams just went. So yeah, so he's out there. Is Swinson still out there?
He is still. Yes, he is still.
Wow.
He must have done something crazy to the coaches, like in terms of like not listening to them. Because I don't get it. Like he was pretty good on the football field. I thought it'd be like day 2 for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's that time, Nick. Antoine Powell-Ryland. Let's take him.
I mentioned this before the last pick. Another DN to think about. Elijah Roberts. He's kind of like a DeMarcus Walker type, bigger D end, but they like that.
Oh, the guy from SMU, the bigger guy,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
So just another one to think about.
Browns moment for sure. They have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. They're all competing for the starting spot.
God.
Maybe they just like rotate them. They just try something new. That's like
Yeah.
they run in plays.
Just the God, you guys don't know football. None of you.
Thanks, man. This is the nicest thing someone's ever said to me.
What is football?
I'm glad that my 12 years of playing were worth shit.
Yeah, well, we're not trying to pretend that we're, experts in anything. So,
I mean, fucking Nick's coaching career, he's like won 2 or 3 times as many games as he's lost.
Yeah, I've had.
I almost won a championship in NCAA 25. 10 minutes away.
Yeah, I've had one. I've had. How about this? I've had 0 losing seasons when I've like been on the staff and been able to be at practice every day.
Yeah.
But
and I'm glad Nick is, with us, because obviously he can draw experience from coaching and then, offer his insights. So
Absolutely.
that's a good thing.
I'm asking for the Purdue to hire my guy here, please.
I don't even want that life, Phil, to be honest. I mean, I got to see it at multiple college stops. I mean, it's not as glorious as people think it is.
I can imagine you're working all the time because of recruiting.
Well, recruiting, but also like morning workouts, and then you're traveling for recruiting, so you don't see your family. You have to be there pretty late because practice is done. Then you have meetings. Then you watch film of practice to set up for the next day, and you don't get to see your kids. It's pretty. And then if you win, you move. If you lose, you get fired and move. Like it's pretty.
The one I think the one boon to coaching though is like you just got to get to a really high paying job for a long amount of years and then get fired. Because
and then you just keep getting paid from that because it's guaranteed money.
Yeah, John Gruden cashed in on the fucking Raiders, man. Holy shit!
There's a lot of them that have.
Oh no, Swinson just went to the Patriots. Damn.
There you go.
Damn it!
2 picks away from us. But I feel like we weren't even looking at him if we didn't select him with the 4th round pick.
You know who the 49ers are going to take, right? They're going to take Damian Martinez just to snipe. Because a running back has to get sniped right beforehand, right?
And the Bears are going to trade back again.
Yep, there it is.
Did he actually do it? Did they actually do it?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Wait, this is kind of funny. The Bears haven't even posted the latest pick on YouTube. All the previous picks were posted within the first 10 minutes. They can't even find a pick of this guy.
That's fine.
No, I think they just posted him the 4th round pick. I think it was posted on Twitter. I think he was thanking the fans and the draft being drafted and everything. I think it was something posted on Twitter there from the Bears official handle.
Wait, the Browns have Kenny Pickett too?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
That's why I said 3 first-round picks.
Do they have 6?
I thought you were counting Flacco.
They have 5 quarterbacks.
No, I'm saying they were first-round. Flacco was a first-round pick. Kenny was a first-round pick. Watson.
It's my bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, and then you got Gabriel, as Steven said. I forgot about him.
Oh my god, dude. These guys are tripping.
They probably forgot that they drafted Dylan Gabriel yesterday.
I'm gonna tell you what though. I'm not gonna talk about everything, but the internet is just so funny. I'm posting stuff in our chat just so you guys can open stuff.
Oh yeah.
The Bears traded back. Liam, don't mess with me.
Wait, no, there's no chance. Did they actually?
Yep, they did trade out again.
No.
What? The Bears traded again?
Oh my gosh.
The Rams traded up.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know what the 49ers.
They're gonna have
Jordan James.
10 7th-round picks, guys. Watch out.
I hope actually they get a pick next year for this.
I hope it's more picks this year just so Rajab has so many videos to make.
Yeah. Start rolling them up. Start rolling day 3 picks into one video, man. I'm splayed. You can't.
No,
do
he
that.
needs multiple videos because that's more ad clicks, man. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's the thing. That's why, yeah, it'd be
I
easier
know.
doing one, but
Who's your sponsor?
I've had multiple. Right now, I'm with Mando, like the deodorant, whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, giving them a shout
really?
out, you know?
I only do shout outs if they're paying me. I'm not gonna do a free shout out right now.
Well, I mean, it's just to get in their good graces.
No, that's true. That's true.
Still seeing what they got for this pick. Oh, Jordan James went.
I know.
So maybe they did get sniped.
Oh my gosh, it happened for
Really? Really? Jordan James?
straight
For
time.
Jordan James? They could have chosen somebody else still.
They
Interesting.
acquired pick 195.
Okay.
I don't know what else though. That's all I know.
It's got maybe it's a pick next year.
And a future first round pick.
It would be awesome.
King Poles does it again.
Yeah, right.
I'm about to tweet the polls graphic, the video.
He's working the phones.
He definitely is. I kind of hope it is a pick this year that we got just for like to make this class even bigger for fun.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, Kevin Gates, but Ryan Poles has more phones than you, buddy.
Or maybe they wanted Swinson and New England picked a couple of picks ahead and they decided to trade down or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Celeste, appreciate the $1 super sticker.
Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Shout out Celeste, one of the Bears' best
Yeah.
Bears accounts on Twitter. If you don't follow her, you should.
You should come on her stream if you're free for a minute or two. She was on her stream round 1. That was a fun time.
Hell yeah.
I've yet to meet her, so that'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure. You should next time she's in Chicago. We'll definitely meet
We just actually I just started following her. So
nice. That's awesome.
There's like no chance that I could have been on your stream in the first round. Like there's way too many people I couldn't get service. Like my phone went from 50% to dead in record time because I was searching for signal the whole time.
Yeah, it was round 1 is always a mess with how loud it is. I really hope they bring the draft back to Chicago one time. It was really fun going to. I went to both 2015, 2016.
I'm really mad I didn't go to that.
I think the Bears set the standard on that, helping it out,
Yeah, we were the first city that they went to after New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago's the best.
Yeah.
the Rams took Ty Hamilton, a guy I kind of like. So
Okay.
D tackle.
Gotcha. Wait, does anybody know what we got in trade back then?
I'm trying to find out.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it is. Oh, wow. Damn, we
I like
traded
the
back
sound of
really far. We traded back really far. Okay, so it's Rams received pick number 148. Bears received 196, but also a 4th round pick next year.
Oh,
I'll take
Let
it.
Poles cook, man. Let Poles
let it
cook.
okay.
That's
I'll
pretty
take it.
good value. I got to pull up the trade chart to see who.
I mean, think of like last year, right? We traded a future 4 for a 5, but we got a 6 as well out of this.
Yeah.
So that was like the Austin Booker trade.
Yeah.
Okay, we still have the 169 trade. Thank you. Right?
Yep. Yeah, 169, 195, 233, I think.
I'm good with that trade. I feel like anytime you could trade a pick from round 5, 6, or 7 into next year for a round higher, that's a dub. I think that's always a dub.
Yeah.
But I'm getting nervous about that running back now, though.
Yeah, it's
Nick Chubb, what are you doing, buddy? Just playing. I'm sure his knee's wrecked, man.
I don't know. I mean, I'd be cool with taking a chance on him.
I'd be fine with it. Ready to start the Roshan Johnson hype train.
Yeah.
Okay, Cowboys took Jaden Blue.
Oh, there's Jaden Blue.
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, local. Yeah, Texas kid goes to Dallas.
All right.
About to start working on my
Interesting.
DeAndre
Okay.
Swift hype video for 2025.
Nice, dude. You'll probably get clicks even if it's just for hate. Like
Yeah.
Rashad's go-to video is still fuck this team.
After the Vikings game. It was 10 seconds long.
I
Oh,
loved it. I loved that you actually did that. I didn't think you were
dude,
going to.
I had no interest in like doing the rest of the video. I was just like, so I was not going to post anything at first, but that was perfect to just post something.
That was the worst game to be on live stream for. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was us four, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was us four.
Vikings and Bears. Yeah.
You know, one thing, Jonathan Wood just brought this up. He said that future fourth replaces what we lost for Joe Tooney. So basically, we moved down from that pick to the sixth, and to like
okay,
get Joe Tooney.
I like
Ryan
that.
Poles. Ryan Poles,
That's
you might be losing weight, but not in my heart.
We also replaced the fourth rounder we lost from Keenan Allen by trading back in the second round.
Yeah.
So wow.
Damn, replenishing all his capital. What a G. King Poles does it again.
You know the other thing though, people are like they hate on him because like things didn't work out. I think the coaches aren't developing guys. Like if we had a good O-line coach, who knows if Nate Davis would have worked out? You know what I mean? Who knows if any of these other guys would have worked out? But from the incompetent coaching all around the place. Now again, Poles had a hand in hiring them, but like I'm excited to see what the coaches can do and like make the players better. Because that's like something like doesn't happen. We don't like develop. Like look at like Green Bay. They like develop starting O linemen out of nowhere, and like we don't do that.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was talking on Phil's podcast, even a guy like Tyler Scott's, who I personally don't have much hope for left with Ben Johnson, you know, probably not now because we have a lot of guys ahead of him, but like maybe Ben Johnson could have figured out Tyler Scott too. We just didn't have the OC to really take advantage of that.
Antoine Randall, if you can get something out of him, I mean, Randall is a good guy to learn from. He had a successful career. I mean, honestly, and like it's not like we signed Duvernay to like a huge deal. Like if Duvernay ended up not making the roster, like it wouldn't kill. Like it's probably between him and Tyler Scott, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean Duvernay's a Pro Bowl returner, and with the returning rule changing, you'd think he'd have a valuable role, but
no, that's true. I just don't see Zacchaeus. Obviously, we're gonna have some more Odunze, Zacchaeus, Duvernay. We got what Tyler Scott, 5'5".
Luther Burden.
I didn't say him. That's crazy. That's Luther Burden. That's 6.
Yeah.
I guess you could ride with those 6.
You could.
I would.
Especially if Duvernay's going to return for you, you could technically count him as a special teamer. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's crazy. Just a couple years ago, Tyler Scott was almost our receiver 2 because of injuries, and now he's receiver 6 after just investing a whole shit ton of capital in receiver spot.
Man, when we drafted Tyler Scott, I loved it. So yeah. I don't know. Him and Roshan, man, they've been bummers for me because I was high on those guys.
Yeah. Well,
Courtney Cronin talked about the trade, and she said that they also garnered a 2026 4th-round pick. That's a word I've never been able to use. Garnered. I don't know.
Obtained.
How to use it or where it comes from.
It's a synonym for obtained.
I haven't used it. Is it in your guys' repertoire? Garner? I garnered this or garner that.
I don't.
If I was writing, not talking.
In the writing, yeah,
I'd probably say obtained.
Yeah.
Acquired.
Garnered.
I think I was on a pod with Ficky recently, and the BFR pod, and he said in lieu of, and I was like, dude, fuck yeah, in lieu of. Oh yeah, you reminded me, Nick. Let me go put on my BFR shirt. I want to join the club.
They're comfy too, but yeah, good dudes over there. And by the way, again, just say, I'm not hating on Courtney. I think she's the best reporter we have in Chicago. I just thought it was funny.
Germany again. I feel like this has been like 5 or 6 picks announced from Germany. Wait, Steven, where in Germany did you live when you lived there?
I lived in Frankfurt.
Oh, okay, nice.
The Colts are playing actually the game in Berlin this year.
Oh wow.
That's why they're there.
The Cowboys have traded up.
Oh.
Olympiastadion. Oh, they took DJ Giddens, the running back, the Colts.
Dude, we're kind of running out of running backs at this point.
No, we're not.
Okay, yeah, maybe not.
We're still there.
Maybe for you guys. Nick's over here with his 25 running backs he likes. All right.
So
for the stream, I'm gonna go through the guys I still like. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I still like Devin Neal, Damian Martinez, Rashard Smith, Taj Brooks. Those are my top 4. Okay. You still could live with an Ollie Gordon, LaQuint Allen. That's about as far as I go. So that's 6 guys.
One of them has to be available for our next.
But also think about it, like there's been so many running backs picked. Teams can't have that many spots for running backs even. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
A lot of the guys are going to make the practice squad.
Yeah. It's just really funny to me how all of us thought we would invest so much in running back, and they've done the exact opposite in the draft this year.
Do you think that Genty was ever part of the plan then?
I'm sure he was part of the plan. If he's available at number 10, they would have taken him there. But I don't think they just didn't want to trade up for him.
Well, exactly what they said though. They were praying he fell to them, but he didn't. So
yeah.
Yep.
Loveland's
gonna be so good though. Loveland's gonna be so good. I can't wait to watch him play. He's a dog. Did you see what he said after the Michigan State game?
I saw part.
Oh yeah. The Ohio State game.
I thought it was Michigan State. Okay, that's my bad.
Maybe it was. I thought it was Ohio State though. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. He called him little bro though, and regardless of which one it was, like he called him little bro, and he's like, "We're gonna play the game the right way in between the lines, and if they want that smoke after the game, then we can get it on," or some shit like that. I was like, I love this guy. Like
if he says that to the Packers after we beat them at Lambeau.
That's what I was thinking. I need it. I need it.
I hope we start against the Packers week 1 next season.
I kind of do too.
Really fun.
I do too. Like usually that game gives me nightmares when we start or end our season with them, but we ended our season by beating them. The players are going to come in feeling like they can, and we're going to be better.
Well, I saw rumors that somebody posted about the Bears potentially playing the Eagles in week 1 next season.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
But if we were to win that game, that could launch us into the fucking stratosphere, man. Now you just beat the Super Bowl champions.
Super Bowl hangover happens too usually. Like that's probably the weakest it would be at the beginning of the season. That's when you see all the crazy upsets happen for the most part.
Do you remember when the Colts, I think they hadn't won they just lost the Super Bowl to the Saints. I think we played them the next opening game. It was Matt Forte's rookie season, and he housed his first carry as a Bear. Similar vibes?
Yeah.
That was so electric when he did that. It was so electric.
Yeah.
Good times. That team was so much fun, man. I wish we gave Jay a complete team one time.
Yeah.
Like as soon as we got the offense good, Urlacher and them boys were washed up, man. Like
yeah. 2013 was the biggest what if of a season. If we had a remotely average defense, I think that would have been
That was Trestman's first year, right?
2013 team, yep.
Yeah.
That 2013 team
hurts
me so much.
I went to the Super Bowl, to the preseason Bears like party at the House of Blues the next year, his second year, and Jeff Joniak got on stage and said, "We're thinking Super Bowl."
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then that season happened.
Wait, you said before 2014?
Yeah, because everyone was like talking all offseason about how the Bears had the top 2 the best wide receiver combo in the game. They had Bennett, they had Forte, Jay. The defense was getting healthy,
Whenever, whenever Bears get hyped up like hella in the offseason, they always have a horrible season right after. I feel like that's always been the case. Even 2019, we went on like basically like a Super Bowl tour. Like, oh, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. We had like the Bears 50th year anniversary get together where people were like going crazy. And then 2019 happened. First game of the season. All my hopes were crushed.
Yeah, Louis Riddick was out there. I think, predicted we were going to win the Super Bowl that year.
He was a big Matt Nagy fan.
Big Matt Nagy fan. Yes.
Like, ever since we got rid of Matt Nagy, I feel like he's been against the Bears for the most part. Like he's been hating on some of the things we do.
I feel like this year's different though. We're going to be hyped this offseason, but it feels different, guys.
Do you want me to go through the schedule? I pulled this up.
Yeah, go for it.
So this is just opponents home and away. We don't know in terms of like when. So obviously NFC North, 3 home, 3 away. Okay, then we play NFC East. Home is New York Giants and Dallas Cowboys. Away, Philadelphia Eagles, Washington Commanders.
Ooh, those are tough away games.
We're going 3-1.
Okay, then we play, as I said, the AFC North. Home games, Browns, Steelers. Away games, Baltimore, Cincy. Like both of those is like worst case scenario. Like let's take the hardest teams and play them all on the road.
Yeah,
okay.
That sucks.
And then the other extra games would be they play the Saints at home. They play the Raiders on the road. And they play the 49ers on the road.
Okay.
It's a tough schedule.
That's a really tough schedule.
So our home schedule is pretty nice, but our away schedule is
I'll go through it again.
bad.
Home NFC North, we know that. Home besides that, Dallas, Giants, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, New Orleans.
You can make the argument that's five wins.
I mean, or 4-1.
At least five. Yeah. At least 5.
And then away, Baltimore, Cincy, Raiders, Eagles, 49ers, Commanders.
Oh my gosh. We got to beat the Commanders now.
Marcus Bobo just got picked.
Yeah. Yep. I was going to say.
I know. He went to the Giants. Yeah, he went to the Giants.
We need to beat the shit out of the Commanders. I need that so badly.
Well, we keep on trading wins. Well, I guess, yeah, we keep on trading wins like every other game. It feels like
We should have won that game, though.
Yeah, if that Kramer didn't get that carry, or if Tyreek Stevenson had more brain cells.
Yeah.
Or if Matt Eberflus doesn't give up a free 15-yard fucking pass and it says it doesn't matter when Jane Daniels he only got the last pass to the 5-yard line. So what? I don't care what tip ball there was. It's not going from the 20 to the end zone. Right. If you stop him on that last play.
I still remember Phil on my stream that game saying Jane Daniels doesn't have the arm to get into the end zone. Famous last words.
He didn't though.
But it was so funny. All the Commanders fans were like just going crazy. Like they all bombarded us right at that moment and jumped Phil. Like that stream got so many views too. Like after we posted it, it got like 15K views on YouTube. Commanders
fans my fault.
Like, roasting the shit out of us, but
it was me. They were roasting the shit out of me, dude. Like they fucking came for me because what happened is like Jaden was running and then he threw it, and I was like, that weak ass arm, not even making it to the end zone.
And then he just shut the camera down.
And yeah, then I rage quit.
You just left the stream. You're like, bye.
I didn't say anything. I just left.
Left.
And I had that face. I think I looked like someone shot my dog in front of me. And
you were in so many like text threads, Phil, I'm sure.
Probably. So I need to beat them. I'm gonna dance on that W so hard. God.
So I'm gonna throw out some more running backs, okay?
Okay.
So we said Nick Chubb, right?
Yeah.
I think J.K. Dobbins is still a free agent.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind that.
And also, if you want like a third running back with experience with Ben Johnson, Jamal Williams is a free agent.
Oh, okay.
Get the band back together, baby. Detroit and Chicago.
18 touchdowns that one year, you know. And remember how funny he is?
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
remember his like interview like
Yeah,
last season. That was so funny.
Can Swift and Jamal Williams get along? No, wasn't Swift pretty pissed off about his carries getting vultured when they were together?
I don't know about that.
I think he was just more upset about not playing as much. Like he just wanted more carries, I think. But it might have been with, I can't remember who that was with. It had to be Jamal Williams because Monty's only played with Jahmyr Gibbs, right?
No, yeah. I'm
not sure actually. Gibbs was selected in 2023, I think.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know.
You know what's funny? Because someone brought this up, and y'all, I've been an anti-Montgomery person. Okay, I'll just be honest. Even when he got drafted, I did not want Chicago to get him. He's had, again, if there's a stat that I lean on, it's rushing yards over expectation, and then they divide that down per carry. 2 of his 6 seasons have been positive. So, like, what they expect you to get, he's been positive. Other than that, he's been negative 4 years. I think that people overrate him so much. And like, I just think he's mid, and people think he's so good.
I mean, you run behind that offensive line.
Yeah, like, I mean, like Swift got 1,000 yards behind the Eagles' offensive line. If you have great offensive linemen, you know, anybody can produce.
Jamal Williams last year in Detroit, and that was with Swift. You're right. Monty never played with either of them. He had 1,066 yards, 4.3 yards per carry, 17 touchdowns.
Jesus.
Oh my
God. Again, that was 2022. So,
yeah, but the Saints never really used him. Like, he only had 306 yards 2023. 2024 he had 164 yards. So he just never got carries there.
Or whatever. No, I mean they have
Kamara, but
yeah.
I think they were even actually no, I think Mark Ingram was gone. Speaking of Saints running backs, I think Reggie Bush still regrets taunting the Bears in that NFC Championship game. I think he does. That was the happiest moment of my Bears life, was beating the Saints' ass in the NFC Championship. It's all been downhill from there.
And that game, how the game started out, remember that huge Reggie Bush reception for a touchdown? I was like, oh boy. And then they just creamed him. The game before that was more exciting, though. The Seattle game, remember? Lance Briggs had that stop on 4th down.
Rex Grossman game-winning throw to
Bernard Berrian.
Bernard Berrian. Okay.
Or
I thought it was a tight end. The tight end.
Oh,
I
was
thought.
it Des Clark?
Des Clark, I think.
Might have been.
Maybe I'm wrong. Or was it Greg? No, it wasn't Greg Olsen. That was later. By the way, that's one of the worst trades in Bears history. Trading away Greg Olsen for peanuts. Thanks, Mike Martz.
Yeah, Mike Martz's fault.
He's had so many good things about Caleb Williams, though. So I'm back on Mike Martz's board.
What's the first team you remember cheering for?
For the Bears?
Yeah.
I would say 2006, but it wasn't like every single game. Like, I remember certain games, like it was mostly honestly like in the playoffs, like the NFC Championship game. I definitely remember that. I was watching that like at a mall. That was one of my first Bears memories ever. And we were watching like at a mall, and we were just all like high-fiving everybody. Like, it was one of my like best sports moments. And that's honestly like where I became a Bears fan. And then like, my second grade class had like a Super Bowl party. So for 2006, so we played games and all of that, like guessing players. The entire day was just celebrating the Super Bowl. Yeah. And then I remember like crying after we lost that game.
You know what's funny is I cried too as a 16-year-old.
I was a junior in college.
It hurt
God
more.
Damn, you're old.
It would have hurt a lot more for you guys because you guys were old enough to like appreciate how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was okay because I was in Western Kentucky then, so I was in Wisconsin. So everyone was just like, good game. Like, it wasn't a big deal.
We had a whole party. In my class, and it was just how the game started. Like, Hester returns it for a touchdown. It's like, this is storybook shit. Like,
right, and then it was just boom.
And Charles Tillman picked off Peyton on their first drive. And I was like, dude, we're gonna kick this team's ass. And then
Oh, there's my guy Elijah Roberts.
I was 20. I was 28 when that happened. I was 28 on my way to work in Japan.
Oh wow!
I was just trying to contain I was just trying to contain my emotions. I was looking on my flip phone, just sitting in a train. You didn't call in sick. I could barely focus on work.
You didn't call in sick. You didn't call in sick that day.
No. I couldn't do that. Unfortunately, I was in no position to do that. But the memories.
I think I had a Razor back then. That was my cell phone.
Shout out T9 texting. I kept a flip phone until 2016 because I loved T9 texting.
When did you guys get your first cell phone? Like, or how old were you guys?
My freshman year of high school.
Damn.
I was minutes, baby.
I think I was in college. 9. Yeah, I was in college. Yeah.
I was 15 or 14 when I got my first phone, but different era.
Nice.
But I knew kids that got their first phone, and like my cousin got his first phone at like age 8. Like he's 8 years old. He had his first phone.
It's too integrated now.
Yeah. That's like nowadays you can't really live without your phone. Like everyone.
I get old and fogey sometimes, and I'm like, I miss not being able to be reached when I'm not at home. Because when I was a kid, if you weren't at home and someone tried calling you, they had to call your house phone. And if you weren't home, tough shit. Or if you were on the internet, tough shit. You're getting a dial tone. So you're
if you want to like call a friend to like hang out, their mom would answer first, and you'll be like, "Hey, can I speak to my friend?"
Yep.
My grandma had a rotary phone, Rashab. Do you know what that is?
Were you like rotated or whatever? Yeah, I've seen those.
I'm impressed.
I've seen those. Oh man, I use those.
Okay, I'm not that young. Like I was still around like for this era. Like I'm kind of like older Gen Z where I remember that era, but I wasn't like mostly I grew up like my teenage years were in the new era kind of.
Yeah.
I still remember the invention of the internet. That blows my mind. There's a
right.
That shit's crazy, man.
Is there anything that you guys would be mad? Like if they did not draft a running back, would you guys be mad?
I'd be fine.
I wouldn't be mad at this point.
I won't be mad, but I'd be like a little disappointed.
Because what do they have left?
But I can understand why, because I think the new coaching staff feels like they can do a better job prepping them up and just elevating the game. If that's the case.
Yeah. Also,
they have 3 picks. So.
Also, the offensive line is like much better. You got to imagine that with the offensive line being upgraded as much as it has, that we'll get a lot more push and the holes will be much bigger. So if it is Swift, he'll be able to see him. Maybe.
What's the first thing that you said, Phil?
Wait, what? That our offensive line is much better?
Yeah. Can you say it again? The stream needs to hear this.
No. Oh, that our offensive line is much better?
Yeah. Like I don't think
we acquired 3 starting offensive linemen.
I don't think people believe it though. I think they're like, no, like I saw Green Bay fans being like, oh, they got a receiver, man, they won't be able to protect Caleb. It's like, do you see what happened in the offseason? Like, people just don't believe the O-line it's not like better, it's good. It's a good O-line. And also, by drafting a tackle and not an interior guy so far, Joe Tooney's going to get extended.
Let's go.
He has to, right? That's the only thing that makes sense.
And people are like, "Oh, he's a 1-year rental." Like, I don't. He's 34, guys, not 40. Jason Peters just retired at like the ripe age of 41. Offensive linemen have long shelf lives.
How old? I thought he was 32.
Sorry. Oh, see, I made him older than he really is.
Yeah, he's 32. He turns 33 in November.
Yep. Not only 3 starters, a future Hall of Famer in Joe Tooney. Like that was.
I'm older than Tooney though.
That means another Barrett goes in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna win more Super Bowls with him than he won with the Chiefs. So.
Wait, did Cam Chancellor's kid just get?
I'm just kidding. Wait, what?
I thought I saw like Cam Chancellor's like kid or whatever got selected.
Really?
Wait, what?
I might have just that wrong.
Packers are on the clock.
Time to take their 9th wide receiver 1. if the Packers can have that many wide receiver ones, we can have 2 tight end ones, guys.
Okay, so this is good. Shamar Turner. He had that rod put in his leg, y'all. He has the stress fracture. Says that he should be good to go for Bears rookie minicamp, which is good news.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's
That's in
go.
a couple weeks, I think.
Yep.
Sounds like the rumors of his injury were definitely a little overstated.
Things overstated in this fan base, Phil? Come on. What?
Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna just real quick, like, can we talk? Braxton Jones isn't fucking bad. I'm tired of people talking about him like he sucks. Is he elite? No. Like Nick, we've talked about this. Like, how many offensive lines in the league have 5 All-Pro talents or 5
Frankfurt, Germany.
Frankfurt, Germany.
Another one.
Yep.
No, I agree. I think he's very underrated by this fan base. There are a lot of teams that wish they had Braxton Jones.
German fan club.
The Titans wish they had Braxton Jones. They paid I forgot who, Dan Moore, $20 million.
Dan Moore.
Yeah, and Braxton Jones is 100% better than Dan Moore.
Like, I get it, you guys. Like, people don't want to pay Braxton, and I guess I get that, but it's just like, I think if he was drafted in the 2nd round out of Alabama, nobody would be saying the shit that they say. It's because he's a 5th round draft choice out of bumfuck Egypt, and so they think that he sucks. And I don't know. I just think it's basic, man.
Edward, thanks for the donation. Another thing fans seem to be forgetting is that we have running backs. Yeah, like we got Swift, we got Roshan Johnson, Ian Wheeler, if you have any faith in him, but. Like, it's not like the Bears don't have a starting level running back. Swift is a starting level running back, even if he's not like an elite top one. But yeah,
you know what? Let's call it Garrett Wolf.
What's Matt Forte doing right now?
Tariq Cohen, you need to make a comeback, dude.
Jordan Howard, where's he at?
Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard.
Yeah, he's a fucking Hoosier though.
I liked him, man. He had a. Do you guys know that backstory of the shirt that he wore under every jersey?
No.
Yeah, because of his dad, right? Yep.
Dude, I watched that video and cried for him. I was like, wow, like that's like.
I put that at the beginning of my Jordan Howard hype video. That was like one of the first hype videos I ever made in my life.
Love it. Love it.
The Green Bay took a linebacker, Colin Oliver.
Another guy for Colson Loveland too.
Future replacer of AJ Hawk's record.
He's 6'1", 240, ran a 4.56.
Slow.
He's not.
Our linebacker's way faster.
Yeah, Edward here though, and you put this up here, but we didn't. I don't know how much you talked about it, but like we do have running backs. Like,
yeah,
we're fine. And if they want to get a running back in the first round next year, Jeremiah Love, that guy's pretty good.
I mean, has there been a Super Bowl champion in league history that's had like above average at every position group on the team? I mean,
the Eagles last year.
On every position group? Okay, I would have to go back and look because honestly, I don't know.
What position?
I was just throwing that out there.
They seem above average, I think, in everyone.
Yeah.
Tight end.
Yeah.
Line, D-line.
DB maybe? But yeah, Zach Baum really raised their linebacker.
Right. Linebacker, I would say Baum. And then, I mean, DBs, you had Slay, Bradbury, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
And then Iowa kid, Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, he got a lot of hate for no reason. I don't know why.
They had a squad, man.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
But if you ask Peter Bukowski, the Packers held them to their lowest playoff total. Let's not count Saquon Barkley falling down and basically kneeling. But
yeah, I mean, I'll ask his opinion if there's a dog around. But
Adam Hogue said this on, I think it's Hippolyte. I won't figure out how to say the linebacker's name.
Hippolyte.
On the top 30 visit, all of the coaches loved him. Probably a Mike or a Will, but he'll play special teams early on. One of the leaders at Maryland.
Okay.
All right. Hey, man, I trust his staff. I like his staff a lot. And if they loved him, it's enough for me.
Yeah, Roshan averaged 2.8 yards per carry. Swift averaged 3.8. A lot is due to poor O-line and poor run play calling too and run design.
Right.
I mean, Swift was the least efficient by that stat that I mentioned earlier, like dead last.
Yeah,
Among guys.
Yard
yeah.
over expectation or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I was calling for the Bears to definitely upgrade at running back like early in the draft this year, but I can also see why they might not want to.
The way the board fell too.
I mean, they're coming up real quick. They still, Damian Martinez, Devin Neal are like there.
It's interesting why they're still there.
Well, I mean, there's tons of running backs that have been picked. I mean, at some point, it's like, how many can your team have?
And the Bears might know that too. They're probably like, hey, man, like nobody else is going to draft a running back, or they don't think that they will. So,
and Brashard Smith's out there.
They probably have all these guys graded similarly, so they don't care if any of them get selected before their pick.
Also true.
It's kind of like knowing that they keep trading down whenever the guy that they targeted gets drafted. Henderson, and then Swinson. There's a pattern there for sure.
I wish they would have done that at 10, if I'm being honest. But like I said, I like the Loveland pick. I would have loved if they traded down it from 10.
Yeah, I know you were a big proponent of the trade down, but apparently we would not have got Loveland. Like, I don't know if you've seen Rappaport said that teams were burning up the phone lines trying to get up to the teams to select him. So, I mean, and then someone commented under that, and they were like, "You could have got him later." I'm like, okay, so Ian Rappaport, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
And I mean, Poles has traded down so many times this draft. I'm sure if he thought he'd be available, he would have tried to trade down.
Right.
From number 10.
That's true. Good point.
And it's funny. I've seen a lot of guys in the comments, even our comments, kind of criticizing Poles for trading back a little bit too much. But haven't we always said more picks the better? Like the more swings you take, the more chances you have of getting a hit.
People are gonna find a reason to.
Yeah. And we had the round 1 pick. We had 3 picks in the second round. We already had the high value picks. So I'm not mad at getting more on day 3.
I've seen a lot of high grades for our picks through day 1 through day 2. Like, I think I can't remember. Like CBS had the Loveland pick, I think, is an A. I think they had the Borden pick as an A plus. They had Ozzy graded as a A minus, I think, and then they graded shit. I'm
Shamar
Turner. Shamar Turner is a B plus. So like B plus and above for our first 4 picks is pretty damn good. Obviously they're not like. I do kind of hate instant grades though, because it's all projection.
Yeah, and half of it ends up being false anyways. Like there's no way to know until season starts.
I'm educating myself on Devin Neal.
Big fan, man. And again, I watch a lot of college stuff. Like I've liked Devin Neal since his freshman year at Kansas. Like this guy has been productive for years there.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at Damian Martinez. He had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Oregon State, then to Miami.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Taj Brooks, y'all. Taj Brooks, back-to-back 1,500-yard seasons. I like him out of Texas Tech.
Devin Neal rushed for 1,000 yards in 3 different seasons.
Yep.
And he's a good pass catcher out of the backfield, too.
Team captain. Wow.
Taj Brooks has really good agility testing. Tested elite in 3-co and shuttle. Wow.
I'm telling y'all. That's why I was like, fine, we can get a guy later because there's tons of guys.
I like this Devin Neal guy. I think he's a good compliment to Swift. It looks like he's more of a bruiser.
Yep.
Let's see.
And he was like their entire offense at Kansas too. So
Yeah, convert short yardage carries. Yeah, capable receiver out of the backfield with smooth hands. Scout says he's got size, instincts, and production all there in one package. He's going to be a good pro. Sounds like he'd be a steal. How far are we? Are we?
Pick
5 picks.
Oh yeah. I didn't know Devin Neal had this level of production. 1,300, almost 1,300 yards, just rushing back-to-back seasons.
Oh, this is interesting. The linebacker that the Packers just drafted, NFL.com changed his position to edge.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Interesting. Because I thought Colin Oliver was listed as linebacker. So if they want to move him to edge, remember we talk about arm length, y'all?
Mhm.
Colin Oliver, arm length 30 3/4.
Oh,
Good luck.
yeah.
Fucking T-Rex arms.
That's the one where it's the taken. Remember, he's like, "Good luck."
Good luck.
I love that movie. That's a good movie.
It's got a very specific skill set.
Yep. I take edge rushers that can't touch the offensive tackle before the offensive tackle just stonewalls them.
Liam Neeson's a goat.
He is good.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
He's
So
also
Edward, I was gonna say Edward brought up a good point. So Swift averaged 5.5 per carry in Ben Johnson's offense.
Mhm.
Yeah, and again, a lot of it comes down to offensive line and all that.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Damn, it's almost been 3 hours on stream. Time passed by fast. I'm kind of thinking I might just do a all-in-one video with how many picks the Bears have today. I don't think I have the energy to make 4 separate
I think
videos.
that would be. I think that would be a good. That would be a good move for you.
Yeah, especially with the 7th round pick. I'm sure I'm not gonna have any idea who that guy even is. I'll just look up the scouting report.
I feel like at least I don't know, maybe bundle 6 and 7.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Well, because like even the hippo like guy, like not too familiar with him. Like I'll have to do more research into like to actually make a bigger video. But
Yes, I love that I love that comment by Arizona. I love the positivity, man. Like we had a great day 1 and day 2. If we're really gonna crash out over day 3, like it's not it, man.
we haven't even seen most of our day 3 picks. We've only seen one. Like we still have
3.
one right here. Yeah. We have 3 more.
Wait, I'm tripping. I might be wrong
Or,
on that.
I think 2 more,
169.
right? Yeah.
$169, $195. No, we have 3. We have 3 more. 169, 195, and 233.
Damn. Okay.
I'm probably at. I will say I have to go after this next one. I gotta.
Oh yeah, it's all good, dude. I was
got
gonna
a
end
very special guest coming by.
Have fun, man. That should be a fun time.
See, Senor, see.
Steven, how long are you planning on, or how long do you want to stream? I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I will wait until the Bears pick, which I think is 169, right? So that's the 4 more picks or 5 picks, unless they trade again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man, I'm sorry. They traded at 169, right?
Yeah.
No, we have it. I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have it. Yeah.
Oh, we still have it.
That's what I'm seeing
Oh
on.
yeah, I'm sorry. I saw the ticker 169 Chicago. Yes, it's still there. I will wait until 169. I pray that there's no more trade. And then I might take a little bit of break and just go get a coffee or drink somewhere, and then I might come back. And I'm probably going to come back for sure. So
Sure, sounds good. I'll keep the stream open Well, I might go for a little bit to do my video and then come back for the round 7,
Okay.
or round 6, round 7. Robert says, "And none of you four heard of the law of diminishing returns." I mean, I don't think that applies to the NFL really, because like in the NFL, it's still a crapshoot for the NFL draft, right? Like the more swings you have, usually the better chances you have of getting a hit. Even though
Right.
it's obviously less likely you get a hit in round 6 and round 7, but it's like I don't know. Rounds 4, 5, and 6 and 7 are just so similar in talent level usually, where I'm not that mad at trading back.
No, especially like one of the trades. What's up, Kumar, man? How you doing, brother? When you trade back out of round 5 to get a round 4 pick next year, like you can't. Are we supposed to be mad about that this year? Everything's not going to get fixed in 1 year. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy with a lot of the stuff we did this offseason. We hired the best coach on the market. Kevin Warren got George McCaskey to open up his damn wallet for the first time in his life. We got 3 starting offensive linemen in free agency. We signed, hopefully, a run-stopping goon at defensive end. We drafted 4 big-time players in the first. I mean, you can argue, I guess, at the offensive tackle, like how you feel about them. That's fine. But we drafted, at least to me, 3 guys that you can be really excited about. Like, reason to have hope, man. Total reason to have hope.
Absolutely. What they did on the draft day hasn't really changed my mind on, Coach, Ben Johnson or anything else about the upcoming Bears season at all for me.
It's funny because some of the Lions draft classes also are pretty hated on, like the one with Jameer Gibbs and Sam Laporta. People gave that draft like an F grade. Like some of the top analysts gave that draft an F or like a D- grade, and that ended up being a pivotal draft for the Lions. So you can't tell until the games start.
Yeah, man. Like if the Bears go like 6-11 next year, or like if they have a losing record, like we could return to this next offseason and be much more critical, in my opinion. But like considering all the moves we made and the people we've hired, there's no reason to not have. Okay, I get it. I can't fix your PTSD, Robert. I can't do that.
The only thing is, like, I don't recall a season which we got like the top head coach on the well. There's been maybe a couple seasons, but like Ben Johnson, I haven't seen the Bears hire a head coach of his caliber in terms of his offensive experience with the Lions, having a top offense for 3 years in a row. I haven't seen the Bears do that or pay a coach this much money ever in my life.
Exactly.
We've never hired the top coaching like candidate on the market. Never.
Yeah, at least in my lifetime. I'm trying to think if like
Lovey wasn't. I don't
Yeah.
think. I mean, Dick Duran wasn't. We've never drafted a quarterback like Caleb Williams. Like if you don't want to have hope, man, that's totally fine. But like I just don't understand trying to project that onto people who want to have it.
Also never had this much investment into the receiver room. All this investment in the offensive line, like
it finally happened, just embrace it. Yeah, I'm trying to embrace it myself,
Yeah, we can all gloom and doom next offseason if it doesn't turn around this year, but I think we're all going to be pretty fucking stoked about what we're about to see. So,
absolutely.
I also don't care for the people that don't have hope. Why are you even watching the games? Like the point of watching the games is to have
exactly
and, hope for something different.
The roller coaster is what makes sports so great, in my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Lows are low, but the highs, man, they're amazing.
That's also why I'm not watching White Sox game this year, because I don't have any hope for the White Sox.
Fair.
But Bears are the one
team. Take a little bit of break. I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Bears are the one team I can never quit, no matter what a record is. I'll watch every single game. Still be happy in the offseason.
I think I tried once. I think it was like after the second freshman year. I was like, I'm gonna try and root for the Colts. And then I think I tried for one game, and I was like checking back on the Bears score like every 5 minutes. And I was like, this isn't. It's too ingrained.
It's a drug that you can't quit. Like It's impossible. I don't even get how people switch teams. Like, how do you feel any emotions for a totally different team? Edward, thanks so much for the donation again. Last season's black pilled me hard against having hope for the Bears, but this offseason was too much. Insert Michael Cortland meme. When I was out, they brought me back in.
I love it.
Facts.
I love it, man.
I mean, like hopes and dreams, that's like what is the most important thing in life. If you have no hopes or dreams, you don't have goals, nothing's going to happen. Like, I know people are like, oh, Jackson Slater just went. Sorry.
Oh,
I just think it's really important in life. But Jackson Slater is the guy that actually we interviewed on my podcast. In stream
man.
from
That's
Sacramento State. So he was blocking for Cam Scadaboo before Cam Scadaboo transferred to Arizona State. But really the athletic guy, interior lineman. Man, he's on my list.
That's awesome. Any shot Bears try and take a chance on Ollie Gordon?
Yeah, he's on the list. He's lower on the list for me, but he's on the list.
Bears
bigger guy.
Yeah, sorry. Bears only a pick away, by the way.
Oh,
hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at chat for a little bit.
Shut down.
Although at this point, I don't really care if it gets spoiled this round 5.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it open now at this point.
Yeah,
because maybe then it'll be Damian Martinez. I'll be pumped then.
Yeah.
Wow. So NFL.com has the Ollie Gordon comp to Brian Robinson Jr.
Damn.
It's pretty good.
Well, he was like a top running back heading into last season. Like in CFB 25, like he was like in Ultimate Team, he was like one of the first like good players. I remember like I had him like when I played Ultimate Team for a little bit.
Yeah, this quote on NFL.com says he had bad quarterback play, a subpar line, and every defense was keyed on stopping him. Watch his 2023 tape and skip 2024.
For who?
Ollie Gordon.
Yeah.
I like he's a good compliment too. He's a big guy. What's up?
Bears are on the clock.
Let's go.
CJ West already went, right? Or
who?
CJ West?
Yeah, CJ West got picked, yeah. Apparently they've picked, so they didn't trade down.
Wow, they were fast to the jump too.
It's got to be Damian Martinez.
Damian Martinez, Devin Neal. I'm cool with.
Let's go from when I started today. Devin Neal, Taj Brooks, Brashard Smith. All the DNs are gone. Miles Frazier still out there?
I'm not
Miles
sure.
Frazier would be a guy I would love. O-line. Pick is in. Yeah, that's about it. So Miles Frazier or running back. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, announcing it right now.
That's the Jags.
He looks like he's 12 years old. Zach Frazier, cornerback, or Za Frazier?
Za Frazier, cornerback, UTSA, Texas San Antonio.
I mean, position 6'2", 187, or sorry, 6'2", and a half, 186, ran a 4.36.
Wow, holy shit, he's fast.
33-inch arms. Downside, he's 24 and a half years old already.
Oh, Phyllis Jones.
I know. Yeah,
he went to Southern Illinois.
Yeah, who cares? It's not a round 3 pick. Bears are waiting until round 6 for a running back now, feels like.
Okay. I'm looking, let's see here. Long, fast, and athletic.
Pull up a scouting report.
Yeah, I can pull it up too. All right, he's a 1-year starter at UTSA. He made stops at Southern Illinois, then redshirted, then went to Coffeyville Community College, then went to UTSA, was there for 3 years. Frazier has a rare combination of length, speed, and on-ball production, even if it's a small sample size. His tall, upright posture will work against him at times, especially when he prematurely turns his hips and invites route runners to attack his blind spot. Overall, Frazier is long, lean, bump and run corner with speed and coordination to cling to receivers and find the football. When his technique stays consistent, there isn't much mystery why a team will feel he's worth the gamble on day 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. It says that his in-season improvement in ball production can make him a day 3 pick with upside. He had 15 passes defended and 6 interceptions in 2024. I like the project pick, honestly.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Are
that.
you guys staying on?
I have to jump off, man. I have some stuff going on tonight.
Well, I'm gonna go record with the Bear Report, but I don't know if you're gonna be on here with Shop or not. I can bounce back though.
I think I'll probably get off too, just to make my videos as well, and then I'll let you know if we end up coming back.
Okay.
Live. When's
All
the
right,
Bears
thanks.
next pick? It's like 200 now or something.
190.
No, 196.
Okay, yeah. All right, we'll go off for a little bit and potentially come back. But thanks so much. All you
Just
guys.
text me, man.
Yeah, sounds good.
See y'all.
All right, see you guys. Bye bye.
Thanks, Nick.
Bear down, baby.
Here, take.
Bear
All right,
down.
bear down. All right. I'll go out for a little bit too, just to make my video and chill for a little bit. But yeah, all the guys in the stream, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'll be having videos.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for your patience and everything.
And yeah, thanks, Steven, for coming on. All right.
I appreciate it. And Rashab and I will probably do a recap next week before Thursday, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. All right.
Okay, we'll talk about that. So we'll do a live stream and we'll post it on X for the official date and time. Enjoy your stream. And then, thanks for the stream. Enjoy the rest of the draft weekend, guys. Take care.
All right, bye-bye, guys.